Just going to grab some stuff for the stream. Yeah, a few things, some stuff. Swords. Hello everyone, by the way, Goblin is... Yeah, it's been a while since Goblin's been live, actually, like, way too long, actually. But, yeah, so, let's see here. Goblin's just getting some stuff sorted out. But yeah, today Goblin's gonna show off new model first and do some stuff preparing for D&D session, etc. But yeah, it's also not live on the YouTube end this time around. Hey, at the Real Bowl, Goblin's just getting things set up, and now, hey, Goblin's just reviewing a new model today. It's one of the things right now that is happening. And other than the new model reveal, Goblin's gonna get some stuff set up, because, yeah, Goblin has been really busy with college and a new job, so it's been chaos. So, yeah, sorry, Goblin. It's just been chaos for Goblin recently. So, actually, Goblin's gonna go to this one first. Oh, it's gonna double check the sources. Why isn't the model showing? Okay, Goblin's gonna try and see. Nope, that's not it either. Is it glitching or something? Oh, nope. It's just not in sight. Cool. That is deliberate. So yeah, Goblin's gonna reveal. Yeah, final exams are coming up for Goblin in 2 weeks, but Goblin's gonna be extremely busy next week. But also going to a fun event next weekend, so Goblin will not be streaming next weekend at all. Goblin also does have a job shift today that Goblin needs to make sure Goblin gets to. And also still get finals done, so yeah. Goblin's gonna have a busy week, but yeah, Goblin's now gonna reveal the model here. Ooh, ooh, can you see it yet? Can you see bits of it? Goblin's double checking if you can see it yet. Goblin's gonna have to probably use Goblin's phone just to help Goblin see what you're seeing. Oh yeah, Goblin had a fantastic Thanksgiving actually for bringing up the Real Bowl. It has been chaotic to say the least, and so yeah, Goblin had a very fun Thanksgiving actually. It allowed Goblin to relax, not have to worry about job shift that Goblin now has, etc. Anyway, yeah, Goblin's just gonna switch its position. You decide for a split second there. Yeah, so. But yeah, let's get to the feed first, because for some reason humans like feed, so here's the feed. The feed. The feed. You humans like feet for some reason. Can someone explain that to Goblin actually? Why do humans like the feet so much? Like, why do you like these feet? Hmm. Anyway, the pants. Very fancy pants, yes. They also do fly a little bit, like we. Look at those little movements of animation. Them legs. Goblin's legs are fabulous. Now to clarify, all this blue, icy blue here is actually ice and frost that have covered up Goblin's body. Because Goblin's from a frozen jungle, what do you think? Think would happen with a frozen jungle? You get a frostbite. The hands. You humans like hands for some reason as well. Although the hands are a bit jaggedy. So we... What tail? There is no tail. There is no tail. Goblin has no tail. No. Goblin has no tail. No. Totally not. Anyway, here's the chest area body. Oh wait, what is that thing? What is this? Goblin doesn't know. But yeah, body. A fabulous body, yes. Alan does like how the snowflakes are done, though. Those are very nicely done. And then we. Hello! Yeah. Goblin's blue hoodie, tail, and, lost ideas. Yee. How's Goblin look? Fabulous? Annoying? Parasitical? Look at these teeth. Look how sharp Goblin's teeth look. Now, Goblin doesn't have any expressions with this model, so it just stays this bland looking face the entire time. Like, Goblin could hand draw them, Goblin's self, maybe. But Goblin's too lazy to. Nah, Goblin does not. So you'll just see Goblin doing these movements, and it's actually pretty nice. Goblin loves how the tail is animated. That is one of Goblin's favorite parts. And just look at that steel hair. Botox? What is that? What does Botox mean? You got too much Botox. What does that mean? Can someone clarify the Goblin what Botox means? What is Botox? What? But anyway, yeah, Goblin's new model. Yee. So, yeah, this is all there is to it. Goblin didn't get any facial expressions or anything like that. That's because, one, yeah. Mm. Oh, ah, very interesting. Okay, that's good to know, actually, huh? Yeah, that's good to know. Okay, yeah, all the mall really does, and also hello Tuna. Thank you for coming in. Goblin hopes you enjoy this fabulous new model. Now, Goblin's gonna hop on over what Goblin's click thing. Let's see here. So Goblin's gonna change thing back to DND here. So Goblin's gonna find a DND one. We Now it may take for a sec for the model to appear because there we go. And yeah, but this is Goblin's new model, fabulous new look. Goblin looks like Goblin's actually from the frozen jungle. And today's session may just have only Tuna and oh, you both are in the Discord call. uh, Goblin's not able to hear you. That's not good. That's weird. Goblin's gonna try and fix that. Why can't Goblin hear Tuna? What? That's not good. Goblin's gonna check here. Did Goblin do that? Nope. User volume's high. I'm just gonna check here. Nope. Output volume's high. Uh. Hmm. Tuna, can you hear Goblin in Discord? Because Goblin can't hear you or Pixel. This is weird. This is and also not good. Let's see here. Does this work? Wait, Goblin mode. Not mode. Okay, Goblin's gonna adjust some volume settings. Maybe that's the issues. Okay, actually, yeah, don't glitch on Goblin. Why does this always happen? Let's see if that changes anything. Alright, Duna, could you speak for Goblin? Oh gosh, no, what is happening? Okay, so you can hear Goblin, but Goblin cannot hear you, Tuna. Goblin cannot hear you guys. Goblin didn't know you joined, and Why is technical difficulties always happening? Goblins trying to. Let's see here. What could be causing it? Let's see here. Is the audio. Okay, so. Yeah, no, Goblin sees that you're being detected by the desktop audio, yet Goblin cannot hear it. That is weird. Huh. So Goblin hears nothing, but. Okay. So Goblin's gonna mute here for a second. No, no. No, do not make up nonsense that Goblin hates you. No. No. Sheesh. Goblin's just having technical difficulties right now. And why is the output device now the speaker on Goblin's thing instead of Goblin's headphones? What is going on? Okay, now. Tuna, can you try speaking? Wait, Goblin heard you for a sec.
Speaking.
Finally, it works! Goblin can hear you.
Yay.
Goblin hates technology sometimes.
Pixel did join, but then he messaged me saying he might have to go and do something quickly. So I'm not sure if he's fully around, or if he's coming back, or if he has abandoned us.
Goblin believes Pixel will be back, and Goblin doesn't know what's happening with Phil, but Phil did say with today he would not be sure if he could join. Like, Goblin's gonna double check. Yep. Yeah, so Phil's probably spending time with his family, Emily, this night probably. So, eh. Oh well. But yeah, it shall be very entertaining to see what you guys do. So, do you remember what happened last
What
we
I
left
do
off?
solo.
Goblins just wanted to see if you remember what happened.
Last session, we had just done our Halloween special where we explored the guild house and freed our companions from their trick by the evil sheep.
Yeah, specifically this evil sheep to remind you of what she looks like. Very demonly evil sheep. Totally not referencing someone. Totally not.
Yes. Definitely not a reference. Demon sheep.
Yep.
And we can character assassinate as much as we want.
Yeah, Goblin wished, like, in all honesty, if she did a reaction to how Goblin portrayed her, and because it would have been funny, really, to see her reaction if she did.
I just feel bad for the amount of bullying she's been put through before she can even defend herself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You guys can be a bit unhinged sometimes. But yeah,
What? Us? No. We are always the model of sensible party activities.
says as the girl that flirts with every hot guy and girl that you see in Goblin's fame. Like, anytime you see someone hot, you flirt.
Pinnacle of sensibility. I fail to see where your argument is.
Sure. Sure.
Also, I am here, but I'm also trying to order myself some food.
Oh, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Goblin was actually planning, because in case you guys didn't instantly come in and waiting for Pixel right now, Goblin's actually going to try and use this time. Is this still broken? Gosh dang it. But, like, can Goblin move things back? Let's see. Fighting for hope. Let's see if Goblin can move things back. So, ally. No. Guest characters. Here we are. Yeah, Goblin can start moving it back finally. Okay, so. Thank goodness. But now Goblin has to figure out where to flip everyone goes. It's gonna take a while. Like, Goblin has to actually remember. Oh boy, this is gonna be a bit. Bandit King goes there. Then the human is an ally game. Let's see, that one is. Yeah, that one gained actually. Dark. Who's Dark Cut? Oh, wait, no, Goblin remembers. That's okay. Sorry, Goblin has a huge list of characters that Goblin has to resort the character sheets onto because they went glitched out of place. That's gonna be.
I understand.
Yeah. Let's see, a possible character Goblin's just gonna leave here because.
Should I get cheesy chips or normal chips?
Ooh, that is a good question. If Goblin could pull up a poll to let chat decide, that would be hilarious, but Goblin's too lazy to. So, cheesy chips or what were the other
I
chips?
got it. 1 sec.
Alright, Goblin forgot you're a moderator here. It's been so long. Sheesh. College and a job. Yeah. Like, who is this character again? Who is this guy again? It's just.
Okay, the chat gods have spoken. I gotta get cheesy chips.
Ah. Cheesy
Just wish
chips.
you guys were the ones paying, you know?
Woo. That's a huge ass. Right. Goblin's just trying to remember who is. Ah, he is that. Okay. Goblin found this guy, and then there's. Yeah, wait, he was over here. Goblin just needs to figure out one at a time who is who and where they go. There's so many taking characters out of place, it throws Goblin completely off. Oh yeah, Goblin's just gonna quickly move you back up here. Nope, you're not on the allies, you're on player characters. There we go. Yeah, let's see here. Like, who is this again? Who is this? Who is it connected to? Wait, what? Huh? Oh no, there's one of the guest characters. Oh, is that just a backup character? That's a backup character. Oh, okay. This is one of the backups. And then this one is just guest character. Here we are. Who is this one? Oh wait, this is one of the guest characters. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, apparently according to Tuna now, you are all paying for Tuna's meal. Have fun with that.
Thanking you kindly. I appreciate it.
Oh wait, yeah, this is one of the okay, Goblin remembers who this is. Okay. Okay, and game up here.
Yeah, but boy, my paycheck's already basically gone because I had to do all of my holiday shopping.
Hmm.
And you said the cheesy chips, which is an additional £2, and therefore you're paying.
Oh, what chaos. Right, so these okay, Valentine. Okay, so it's
Plus, it's not like I'm above shaking down kids for their lunch money.
uh that's illegal last Goblin checked, so 911.
Only illegal if you get caught, right?
You think Goblin won't rat on you?
I know Goblin wouldn't rat on me.
Hmm. Roll persuasion.
I will. Give me 1 minute. Let me pull up my sheet and let's try a persuasion. And if that doesn't work, we'll try an intimidation. It'll be fine.
Mm. Very good, very good.
What's persuasion? That's diplomacy, right?
Yeah,
Or is
that
it
would be
management?
diplomacy in this situation, yeah. Persuasion is usually seen as diplomacy from 3.5. Oh, the real bowl's already intimidated.
Yay, that means it's with advantage, right?
For the real bowl, the goblin, goblin's a completely different story.
Yeah, I only need one of you to pay and not rat.
Oh, okay, then you automatically win with the real bowl, you probably get paid for it, blah, blah, blah. Uh, Look, there's sushi.
Sushi's grim.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Alright, the goblin had her plan. She still will appear. Goblin plans to have her still make an appearance, just it's sad that she won't be playing herself. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Goblin forgot that Goblin had this planned as an enemy. That's gonna be very interesting to see how you guys handle this. When she finally appears. Yeah, Goblin has still a lot of things that Goblin has yet to introduce to you guys. That's gonna be so interesting seeing how you guys handle. Goblin's glad that Goblin has a lot of things planned in advance. I guess the Goblin doesn't
Yay, we
do it.
love planning.
Ah, Polish Bones, hello, and okay, Goblin's is what the flip? What is going off Goblin's model? Okay, that's funky. But anyway, thank you for the head pat, Polish Bones. Oh wait, yeah, right. Let's see, and now back to sorting out all these stinking characters because they were thrown out of their folders by stinking Roll20. Let's see, this is a candidate. Oh, here it is, here it is. So Goblin Fountain Fishes mouse token holder. So let's put that back in the pets. Let's put that back. Oh gosh, dang that. There we go. Back in pets. Yeah, back up, that goes there. Boom here. Now Goblin's just gonna double check what level you guys are at. Sounds good, Polish Bones. Right, so you guys should be at level 4 at this point. Everything was sorted out for level 4 already, correct?
Yes,
Alright,
I think. If you have the time and could do a quick review just to check I didn't forget anything, I would appreciate it. But I have written that I'm level 4.
Alright, so your HP, one you would want. Okay, so your hit point total. Yeah, so let's see here. So you with 44 plus 1 per level, so that's 5 times 4, which would be 20. But that plus 6 is because of your draconic stuff. Yeah, draconic heritage, and you went with draconic toughness, which adds an extra. Yeah, 1 per. Actually, no, 2 per draconic feat. So that's 26. Yeah, that's correct HP. You have 6 draconic feats, which makes sense because of your draconic heritage, which gives you an extra draconic feat. You have your all your stuff in your raise, class abilities, of course, are up to date over there. Background stuff's fine. Let's see here. So sorcerer, yeah, at this point, sorcerer should be a +2. I'm just gonna double check like the level thing. Point for sorcerer. At level 4, 2, 1, 1, 4. Yep, and at level 4, you should have level 2 spells now. Yep. And yes, so Goblin's gonna take a look at what level 2 spells you chose actually. So let's see here. You have Electric Jolt, Acid Splash, Hard Kiss Cough, which by the way you can remove all these uses because you're gonna get a long rest after this, and you have detect spots for your 1 level 2 spell. That's a very interesting strategical choice. Yes, but yeah, your spells look good. Good skill.
Really good.
Yeah, so with your intelligence modifier and background, yep. So that means let's do the math here real quick. So this should be 5 times 7, basically. Yep, 35 skill points, and you've put all 35 of your skill points into your skills.
Yep.
Cool. Stoneworker, which Goblin's gonna say with that. Yeah, other than that, everything looks good then. You have your things, you have your equipment all accounted for. And yeah. Yeah, everything looks good. And you did what did you increase? It was charisma, correct?
Um.
Because you get like a for 4th level, you got a +1 ability score increase to one of your base
Yeah,
numbers.
I think it was charisma because I remember I wasn't sure whether to go for strength or charisma. I ended up just
Yeah,
going higher on charisma.
which increases the DC for your spell saves, which makes it so you're even more dangerous for your magic overall.
Yeah, when I can hit.
Well,
When I'm rolling above a 2.
I mean, when you get to level 3 and get Fireball, they have to just save to make it so they take half damage, or unless they're a rogue, and then they make it so they automatically take half damage. But you're not going to face a rogue every single session, so should be fine there.
Is that a threat? Because I'm trying to steal Bowie's lunch money, you're gonna give me a rogue every session?
No, what? No, Goblin's not that kind of cool. Well, now, ish. Goblin may be a tyrannical dictator of a DM, but sheesh, Goblin has some standards. Standards.
Can I get spoilers on what the plan for today's session is? Since I'm the only one here.
That could be interesting. So, sure, today's session is to let you guys make a choice, really. Because
Ooh.
you guys can choose, because it's going to be like you get a full rest after today's chaos, and you get to roleplay about something. It's going to be a bit more of a roleplay session. But also, Goblin is planning to make it so you guys can choose. Okay, so we will roll persuasion check, or diplomacy for Goblin, please. You only get a +5 to your roll. But that aside, let's see here. But for you, Tuna, uh, Goblin's trying to think and process how to say this. So, you guys will get to choose here. Yep. Whether if you guys want to do this or not, because Goblin really likes things like because Goblin's family, we've been doing a personal family D&D, where basically it's based in Lord of the Rings, and alongside like Goblin's whole thing of the traveling stuff that Goblin took from that, there's also a cool system where basically there are in between big moments and stuff building up. Goblin just wanted to build up for you guys getting this guild hall to make it so you have a living of sorts. But now you guys can take a time to take a break from adventuring if you want for a while, and do basically what is called your holding stuff, where basically you handle your businesses aside adventuring, like if you're a blacksmith, and you roll to see how successful your blacksmith business is, and also do certain events and activities, etc. If you guys wanted to for a short time, and then we would do that here, and just role play some interactivity and growth, and have a short time skip.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. The way the holds work basically is an idea of where your passive income comes into play. So, like, if you had a blacksmith business and you were a moderate business, let's say, as a blacksmith, if and you made stuff for people and you got to sell it, you would get a passive income, and you can build it up to the point where you're like a master blacksmith that even the top adventurers come for to get your stuff. So the real Bulls modifier is not -18, it was +5. But yeah. But yeah, that aside, that's how it would work, and Goblin just wants to know if you're interested in trying that out, see how it is for you guys. As what you
I think
hope.
that sounds fun.
Cool. So Goblin will do it separately with Phil. Phil, and yeah, the real ball failed to check. That aside, yeah, so at this point, we're just free to chat, and just wait things out as Goblin tries to sort out. Okay, yep. Ah, gosh, I know. No, 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 no,
I
no.
can continue bullying boy.
Yeah, just continue bullying the ball. And anyone else that's lurking, like, let's just bully the lurkers. Why not?
Yay! I love abusing my mod powers. Or you're about to get timed out for real, for real.
Okay, no, no, timing out's a bit too far. No, 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 no. Timing out's for those who
Don't worry,
need.
I agree. I used to have a redeem on my channel where you could pay a ridiculous amount of channel points to time someone else out for a minute.
Mm,
And every time that got redeemed, even when it's all in good fun and
ah,
everyone's like consenting, I still felt awful doing it. I had to get my other mod to do it, even though they'd literally paid for it.
uh, that's very interesting, yeah. Mm. That kind of thing is always interesting to see the chaotic interactions of the socializations of the Twitch society.
Yeah, but my channel was full of gremlins,
Yeah, I mean,
specifically me.
yeah,
They all amass around me. I'm the head gremlin.
hmm, fair enough. But Goblin wants to know, are you ever, just out of curiosity, if you're not comfortable saying on stream, you can just message Goblin privately. Are you just permanently done with streaming, or do you ever want to get back into it? Because I thought you were having fun with it.
I
Goblin,
mean, I guess for me, because my job is pretty stressful and my time started feeling very, very scarce, it couldn't make it high enough on my priority list. But it's not to say that I wouldn't ever go back, but I'm very unlikely to start again
yeah,
playing.
that,
Because
that is.
it's hard work. They're constantly trying to think of a fun game to play, and maybe you enjoy a game but your chat doesn't particularly care about it, so then you end up ditching it for the sake of, you know, other people
mm,
enjoying a different game more that you might not enjoy quite as much, but you enjoy it enough that you should keep playing it. It just became a bit too much of a hassle.
That is
But it was
fair.
fun building a community and meeting so many fun people. That was nice.
Hmm. You know, if you wanted to, because the reality is, if you were doing it for a fun hobby, which Goblin understands, at this point in time, it doesn't really work out for you. Ooh, with how things are in your life, and that's completely understandable. And Goblin's just saying, as an option in the future, you just communities take time to form, really, and you could just choose to basically be like with your community, look, I'm just streaming for fun, so I'm gonna play what I want, and if you don't enjoy it, you don't have to be here. So the reality is, you don't really have to
the
conform.
the the thing is, it's less like that. It's less like, oh, I'm playing stuff I don't have fun with. It's more like it like, just speaking honestly, it's quite difficult to justify to yourself why you should play one game when you know the other game will have a lot more chat interaction, a lot more, like discussion around it. Whereas if you play this other game that maybe you enjoy and chat's just going to be silent or lurking the whole time, then it's quite demoralizing. Whereas if you know you've got a game where chat like to get involved and have fun with it, you want to prioritize that. So it is just even when you're just having fun with it, the justification for streaming it instead of just playing it in your own time, in your own space, and not having to, worry if you want to pause the game and go make some food or anything. Like when you're streaming, you've got to be there playing the game. And then if you're playing a game to a dead chat, then I don't know. I really struggle with sitting there talking to myself.
That is.
Especially after work when I'm just burnt out socializing. And because I work with a lot of, like non-verbal kids, I spend a lot of the day just, not getting responses to what I say. And then to come home and continue to do that was just
Too hard on you?
tiring. So then I'd play the games that would mean that I could chat with people, but then I would realize that I'm not really enjoying the games.
Yeah, okay, Goblin found Pixel. Character finally. Ugh. So it's just like with how unorganized all the tokens and character stuff is, it's the Goblin gets what you mean. No, that makes sense in many senses of the word of what you're saying. Goblin just has a bit of the opposite experience, really, because like Goblin doesn't care most of the time if people just lurk because Goblin understands that everyone's tired at some point. Like Goblin's personally just exhausted from having to work together with teams for Goblin's game degree within Goblin's major, and then now having a job, and Goblin's having to unload and dock stuff from people donating every day and interacting with people, and it's not even great pay, and so it's like Goblin just does not care personally. And Goblin still has another shift today. Ugh.
I think that's good. I just think that it is for some people and it's not for others. And yeah, similar to you, I'm currently doing my master's degree, so I've got university to think about, I've got essays to be writing, I've got all of that stuff to be doing. I work full time, so every morning until every evening. Then I come home and it's like, yeah, I still need to eat, I still need to do this, I've got commissions on art that I need to be doing. It's not fun when your time is short and you crave that interaction.
Nah, that is fair. Like, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so socialization is such a complicated thing with humans. Let's see here, the Goblin get all the. Who even is this thing? Oh, wait, is this an important character for the future? This is probably an NPC that Goblin was planning for the. Yeah, it probably was. So it's just so many messed up stuff in the thing that it's hard to figure out who was supposed to go where since they caused this whole thing for Goblin.
Well, we've got time to kill, so we might as well organize your files.
Yeah. It's a bit sad though, like, because you know about the whole plan and all that at this point and what happened to it. Goblin has found some more people that are having fun with D&D, like Goblin. Did you ever see Goblin's one shot actually that Goblin did?
I don't think I did.
Hmm.
Was it good?
It was a Halloween one shot Goblin did and all that with some people, and they had fun. Although everyone had to leave, like most people had to leave, and like at the very end and all that before it finished. But the aftermath was pretty fun actually. Like it was very interesting. Goblin got a new person into D&D. He is just like life gets busy, etc. Goblin just enjoys playing with people in general and getting to know new people. Okay, so Goblin just put all of them in there, so Goblin just worry about these ones, because these were the most important ones. Yeah, I think. Yeah, these were the most important ones. So, if there's any others, I know these are all just possible backups and people that have left, etc. The rest of these just don't make sense for goblins, so. Okay, Goblin got that sorted out, so. Where in the world is Pixel?
Hopefully joining soon.
Goblin's gonna annoy Phil a bit. See what happens. Goblin's just gonna do a joke here. He's dead. Okay. Let's see what Phil's reaction is. If he sees it. Yeah. But hmm.
Oh boy, are you joining?
Goblin's gonna just at Pixel and see what's going on with him.
Oh, I think my food arrived too, so it's
Cool.
perfect.
Go and grab your food. Ooh, what did we roll for random stats? That sounds very interesting.
I'm back.
Oh, right on time. Dang. Tuna just went to pick up Tuna's food, so once Tuna Fish comes back with her food, we'll be good today for today's session. Just two of you, it seems. Phil has not responded. Goblin wants to send a joking message adding Phil, saying his character's dead. So.
Nice.
Yep. But how have you been feeling, Pixel?
Pretty good. Yeah.
That is good. That's good to hear.
Actually, you said Tuna want to go get food, right?
Yeah, Tuna, it won't be long though, because her food she had delivered to her, so it should be like grabs it from the door, comes right back. So it won't be long.
I gotcha. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick then.
No problem. Oh, is everyone out be a shot? Good. Why is everyone abandoning Goblin? Why? Why? Anyway. No, this one actually is probably supposed to be. Yeah, Goblin was planning for him to be. Yes, actually, he would go here. So there's still a few more Goblin was planning on, but who else was Goblin? Like, there was a lot of different. Nah, these are not the naming conventions Goblin would have used all those names, so it's probably like old characters, etc. What is. He has a specific dark bluish color. Is this Pixel's backup? Yep, Gollum is spread that real quick, so don't see things he's not supposed to. There we go. Wait, Gollum got the 1-1. Please don't tell Gollum. Come on. Rushing Gollum got the wrong one. Where is he? Where's that backup? Where's that backup? Okay, there he is. There we go. Now that's fixed. Alright then. Oh wow. Yep. Grand Lich, minions, yeah, everything looks right. Oh wait, the Free Lords. Okay, yeah, Goblin. So these. Yeah, okay. So, Jewel the Humans, these be the Free Lords area. I haven't even met Jewel yet, actually. I haven't met the Free Lords yet. Oh wait, no. Huh? Wait, yeah, do all the others. Yep, and then Jimmy of the Orcs. Alright, now that everything is fixed. And yes, Goblin. Oh, Strength 3, Con 9, Wisdom 13, Charisma 14, and Intelligence 6. So you can't even be a barbarian. You can't be a wizard. Like, Bard is probably the best option for you, and even then, you're gonna die.
Who's dying?
Oh, the Wheel Ball, because Wheel Ball only has a strength of 3, doesn't even have a dex at all, apparently, which means who knows what. Con 9, Wisdom 13, Charisma 14, and 6 Intelligence. So, dead, and probably dead.
I mean, I've got a -1 on strength, and I'm not dead yet.
A base number of 3 for strength is like a -4.
Oh, we're on about base.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yes, because Goblin's assuming that's the base number, so. And there's no dex given even, so Goblin has no idea how. Oh, the Wheel
Well,
Ball.
the dex is going to be a perfect score. It's going to be an acrobat.
Yeah, so Pixel just went to the bathroom.
Back. Is Tuna back?
Yep, Tuna's back
I'm
with her
back.
food. And the Wheel Ball got
She's been
5
waiting for you for
dex.
so long.
Yeah, the Wheel Ball is dead. Just dead.
Oh no. Rest in peace, boy.
Anyway, for dramatic retelling for you today, Pixel and Tuna Fish, where you last left off. Right now, you managed to get rid of the demon that took over your entire guild hall. Oh, and made it a haunted nightmare fest for all of you. And especially Tuna Fish's character.
Got a
And,
lot of trauma now.
yep. And with that, right now, it seems like Slav, your ally, with the child he adopted, is a half-elf crystal-winged dragon, which is supposed to be extinct, sleeping in his arms. And you're in the tower as it's been cleansed. What do you all do now?
Uh, no clue.
So where we left off, we'd already commented on the dragon, hadn't we?
Yeah. And she's still sleeping in Slav's arms, and he's just sitting there confused. And you guys have your guild hall now, and it's cleansed from the insanity that happened.
I'm gonna go see how the and the princess are faring. Because last I left them, they were crying in each other's arms.
I got one double check. Ah, yes, the Delahand, which was your ally known as Willow. God, please name is Wello. It's Wello.
I don't feel like we ever got her name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's a giant Delahand, so. Or large Delahand, at least.
Yeah, I think we were just calling her Tall Lady, right?
Yeah. I think you guys were. But yeah, so you're gonna go and check on her.
Hi, Willow. It's lovely to meet you.
He's like, I've been hired by you for a bit now, but okay.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us your name, you know?
I thought I did.
I don't think so.
Name's well, but
Sorry, I'm dying.
yeah. So, other than that, like, Goblin's just gonna have Slab just carry the child to somewhere. Goblin's not gonna say anything.
Before he tried to kill me, I choked on my cheesy chip.
You cheesy what?
Sad.
I choked on my cheesy chip, and it's specifically Bowie's fault.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, but, what about you, Pixel? While she's going down there interacting with the child and Slab leaves, what do you do?
I don't know what's going on, so I guess I just walk around the guild.
Well, it is. You do own this guild hall, so it will just mindlessly follow you wherever you go. So feel free to choose what level and area you want to go to. If there's anyone in particular you want to just randomly choose to interact with at all on any levels.
I suppose I go to which is that one? No, that's the main floor, the first floor.
Yeah, fair enough. So Goblin did somewhat organize it, so like the highest level is above the very bottom level. The middle floor is the bottom left, and then or the ground floor, and then the second level is just to the left of the top floor.
Okay.
Or the tower, really, because the tower is the only highest level point. But yeah, after your chandelier was restored and all of that, and no longer a turtle that fell from the ceiling attacking you, back when she was faking being in control of the evil, she's just chilling. And the place is back to normal, and the front doors are open again, you do notice.
The bar doors?
The front doors. The front doors are open again, and everything looks normal.
Is your alcoholism sneaking through again?
No. You know what? I think we'll just go back to the very top and meditate.
Okay. Bill and your ghostly sister just follow you. They're just following you.
I bet Phil would be a horrible companion to meditate with.
Yeah, normally he would be. For some reason he's not yapping right now. But he would. Well, Romania is not yapping like he would.
Oh, is the Grand Lich back?
Alright. That's funny. Anyway, wow. Goblin wants you to roll some probably like wisdom checks for your meditation, or will actually do some will checks. So will save checks for your meditation. Just roll like 2 of them. Goblin will say, Ilya, let's go to you. So the princess right now has been crying for a bit and is now sleeping on Willow's lap.
Okay.
And Willow is like, is there anything you need? Boss?
I just thought I'd check in on how you guys were doing.
Fair enough. That whole situation being under the influence of that demon was not pleasant.
I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But Romeo mentioned that you got in an incredibly panicked state at a certain action he tried to take. And I just wondered whether that was something you wanted to, talk about, share.
Roll diplomacy for this.
Come on, tell me your secrets. Oh, sorry.
Okay, Goblin needs to roll now for her. Goblin's nice.
Oh no, I hope she doesn't lose and hope she doesn't beat a natural 1.
No, Goblin, she's rolling for her mental state because of how terrible you said
Oh
this.
no, I said it so clumsily. I'm going.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, Goblin is just going to double check here. We're talking about how basically. What actually was it?
I don't know why she's so scared of being put to sleep.
Oh, yep. Goblin remembers now. Thank you. Now, Goblin's going to roll percentage dice here for how high of a DC Goblin will do for her.
Pixel, I might need your assistance.
Okay, that's not too bad with DC here. That's not too bad with
You need to
DC.
give Fu a mental breakdown?
And she still rolled pretty poorly. The giant lady with her head in her hands. Her head. She's a Delahan. You know what Della?
Oh. The
I hope I didn't phrase it so badly she loses her head.
Okay, you know what? Just for that alone, you get a -4 to decrease the odds of her being mentally stable for that joke.
No! Tuna made it, not Ileana. It's okay.
Bye. You shall be granted mercy this time. But
Thank you.
but that aside, yeah, she starts breathing a little bit heavily. But while that's happening, Bulk, for the first little bit as you try and meditate, flashes of images of the monks you failed just start haunting you as you hear screaming around you. Although the place is not haunted, the guilt is getting heavy on you. But when you roll a second time to try and calm yourself down, you do manage to breathe a little bit. And you do get flashes here because of your meditated state and energy as you get more at peace with what happened and the stress of the events that have been happening, especially with what you have learned about yourself. You do remember what happened when you learned some very interesting information of what the Grand Lich has done to your family lineage, correct? Do you remember that?
like Grand Lich. I forgot.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
So to summarize, it was basically you were. It's like how Phil was actually supposed to be the elder brother and all of that.
Of me?
No, like Phil's character Romania.
Were you there for that one as well? I actually don't think you were.
Of what?
When we had the family reunion.
Oh, he wasn't there for that part.
Reunion?
So there was a session you must.
Yeah.
So you weren't there for the family reunion, or were you?
I think wasn't it where it's like it's like the brother was there.
Yeah. Romania's brother was there.
And then and the mom or the dad or someone was like on the left side and
Yes.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
you were there.
I guess presume you weren't there.
No, I just don't remember.
No. You were there. Goblin remembered you were there because Goblin even gave you some moments where the ghosts of your parents hugged you from beyond the grave. And Goblin's it's been a bit, so Goblin is trying to remember what specifically happened to you. But you were not supposed to be as old as you were. You're actually supposed to be a bit younger. But because of manipulation of the Grand Lich, he tried to dispose of you, but because of the mystical plot armor, you were not. And so the fact that your entire existence has been altered in such a way is definitely damaging to the mind, in a sense, what has happened to you. Especially if you insist on being a time ghost now. And learning just how much timeline damage the Grand Lich has done, that has made your entire existence completely different than what it should have been.
Okay.
So, that aside, and time alteration, shenanigans aside, as you meditate on it and try and come at peace with yourself, and it's up to you whether or not if your character, Pixel, Volk, ever gets peace with what is happening. That is up to you in the end and how you want to have your character develop here. Hope you're doing this meditation.
Okay, gotcha.
But, yeah. So she does have some heavy breathing and she's having anxiety tuna. So Iliad right now seeing her anxiety is getting high and her body is sweating. Getting very bad.
Okay. I see that I've made a horrible misstep in how I phrased it, so let's start with some grounding techniques. Yes. Can you point out five? I don't even remember how it goes. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear. Can you smell things with your head not attached? Probably. 3 things you can smell. 2 things you can taste. Go on. Don't
Roll,
panic.
roll diplomacy at advantage for this. All right. She managed to slowly start listing things off, and she will. I'm just gonna roll for her. Thank goodness she has advantage. Yeah. So she manages to calm down thanks to your calming guidance, and she,
Excellent.
while holding the young princess who's asleep, just looks at you and is like, "All my life, I just remember one thing about my past. Is that my parents constantly tried to put me to sleep every night in a strange way with a rag. If I didn't, they would be mad if I didn't sleep. They were never satisfied with me. Always wanted me to just sleep and be silent. That's all they ever did." So,
See, that makes a lot of sense why you wouldn't want to ever be forced to sleep. It's not something you should have to deal with. You should get to live your life consciously.
so Goblin will add some details to you. For Iliad, since you were able to use those calming techniques and you use your understanding of psychology here to calm her down, Goblin will give a little bonus information to you by a word choice and
Oh, I
terminology.
love bonus information.
By that word choice and terminology from your very well persuasive words, you realize she probably had been raised in a way where where she, if she ever made noise, the parents would put her to sleep with some very dangerous chemicals with a rag over her mouth.
Horrible.
And so basically she has actually had her main issue is actually she has slept too much to the point where her own body seems to now, you notice, because of how white her skin is not natural, that actually state of white. It's like one of those pale whites of someone who's been way not in the sun enough. And you realize that she has probably been very much psychologically abused to the point where you actually realize with the bags under her eyes, she has kept well hidden. But she is very much sleep deprived these days because she probably hates sleeping because it reminds her of her parents who forced her to sleep way longer than she should have and forced her in probably who knows where away from the sunlight for so long.
Willow, I have a suggestion. We have a bunch of beds downstairs. Do you want to take the princess down and come on a lovely walk with me?
She looks down at the princess and is like, um, I think I would prefer if someone was watching over her. So, boss, if we could drop her off with someone you trust and keep an eye on her.
Ooh, good idea. We've got the turtle as a babysitter. Let's go get some sunlight. Vitamin D'll do you good. I'll walk over to Turtle Lady. I have forgotten her name as well.
Yeah, so you, as you're walking out, see Slav, and he's holding the little girl still, looks over at you and is like, hey,
Slav, do you want an extra kid to look after?
well, I don't know how to do paperwork, and it seems like that lady is now looking at some paper stuff, coincidentally.
Perfect. You look after the princess. We're going out. Have fun.
Okay.
You're just humping on him.
Yep.
Look, I'm not good with kids.
Slav seems to be pretty chill with kids, but anyway, that aside. So, you can see outside, right?
I see the driveway. Or, I don't know what it's called. Carriageway?
It's the stone path to the guild hall.
There we go. A path. That's the word I wanted.
So Goblin will clarify that there is not much out other than the guild hall itself. So Goblin will say you're just walking around in a relative area of the guild hall. So you can just put yourself at the edge of the map and all that, and just be walking around. Now, Bulk, Goblin's gonna go to you before we continue with this whole walking scene for these two. But with this, you do get a message from your bonded ally, or your bonded contract whale lady, which Goblin's just double checking. Have you put in a token for her yet, actually?
No, I have to make one and I haven't got around to it yet.
Ah. Very well. But, Bulk, you do get a sense of her voice speaking in your mind right now. And she's like, so, do we want to get this building start flying yet, and me set up to make this floating area and start traveling yet, or when do you want to get that done?
We might as well get it over with, shan't we?
Alright. So, for you, Volk, the way you have to do this is actually, you're actually in the perfect spot, because the way how with this bonded contract and the ability to become a flying fortress for people works is that she has to be at like a very high point of the area to get an overview of the area of where she will be taking things off from, to get a general sense of where she needs to put herself to have this be the center. Because to keep things most stable for this building, alongside any buildings in the area, she has to choose a center point for her giant whale form to lift off from, to make it a proper flying fortress without doing any damage to anything. And alongside taking the proper amount of land, while also leaving things not damaged, to basically keeping a proper balance of wildlife and stuff, often using the magical forces to keep things trajectively minimizing all damage possible, basically, for this. So the tower is actually a good place to do this from, which allows, again, estimate of things. And so, basically, all you have to do, she's guiding you, is basically look out the sides of the tower. Well, you should be able to see the outside, right? We had designed where it was like an open space, like window type of thing, correct? With only a roof over it.
Which one has a window, or what room?
In the tower you're in. This isn't like Goblin's just double checking with Tuna. Like Tuna, it was designed to have basically like a huge open window like space, like it was open and all that, and there was no like.
There's a lot of windows and space. Specifically, the biggest window is on the ground floor, where the big reflective thing is. It's a giant stained glass window, and then along the sides there's lots.
Or in the tower itself, the tower where the tree is at. That's like
the tower. Is more like like arrow slits. Like in castles, they have the small windows for shooting arrows out of.
Oh, so this huge garden one, like it doesn't have like big windows, the one where Bulk is at?
It's an open area.
At the very top, it's open air. Like it's got pillars holding the roof up.
Okay. Yeah, then that works best. That's what Goblin's trying to say. This spot is the best spot to do that in, to basically send her out and let her get the logist, make the good center point to have the building start flying.
Oh yeah, she'd see everything from up there. She just can't get close to the edge. She will fall.
Oh, no. She's gonna be like... Goblin's gonna describe the scene once it's done, but basically she just clarifies she just needs you to look out the pillar sides and all that to make her let us see all the details she needs. That's it.
Excellent. Okay.
So does Volk do that?
Yeah.
Alright, very well. Now as you look out the sides, you see all these beautiful clouds, you see this beautiful environment, in the nature that has been made. She gets calculation of what kind of size territory you guys have and what's going to be existing in it from what she knows. And basically, from the gem that you have and the the energy markings. She flies on out, making the markings appear, and flies in through the building, which, by the way, you do see this tuna fish from where you are, alongside everyone else, as a little energy light source goes under to the building to deep underground area, through the middle about right here. And then suddenly you all feel the ground shaking and quaking as the ground starts lifting up. You don't have to make a balance check, tuna fish, or anything else. No one does. It's pretty stable. But about, let's see here, 100 yards, let's say, 100 yards of land space and all that start floating up in the air with a whale now stabilizing it all and making a floating fortress now fly in the air. You are now flying.
Ooh. Excellent.
Which, by the way, you do see tuna fish as you and Goblin's gonna say a Wello, the Devil Hand. You both see this happening, and you're 100 yards. Like, how far is 100 yards again? That's like a few miles.
I don't know. I don't do yards. Let me just 100 yards in meters. Wow, 91 meters. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are not like anywhere near the edge. You're more like in the middle area. You're walking from the guild hall. But you do see, like, you can see in the far distance the edge and all of that as you guys are floating up now, and see the whole landmass changes and all that in the area. And also, now you're flying about, since you said like 100 yards was how many meters?
91.
91?
Yeah.
Okay, then it would be, you guys are probably flying 150 meters in the air or so.
Okay.
Within about 30
So at
minutes.
that point, we're about 0.09 miles, supposedly. Basically, we're high up and we're having a fun time.
Yep, you're very high up. And now, with that bulk, you also get a bit of a, like, energy feeling, and you know where she's facing, where she's looking, as you get a connection thing, where you can see what she's seeing through her eyes as she's flying like this.
Oh, that's
cool.
Which also now you can control and trajectory where you want to go. And you can even slow her up, speed her down, ask her to do these things. And, well, with that aside, also another nice bonus is that you get to add you have special attachments that are connected with her. Like, she can make a docking station connect to other flying fortresses like, Wellanora's like her. She also gets a ladder that can fall on down from the edge at a point where basically it goes all the way to the ground no matter what, to let you guys pick up any people you want, etc. And with the world map, Goblin's going to need to go for the world map for this. Goblin's going to grab the guild, the group. Gosh, damn, it's always so off-putting sometimes. So Goblin's going to grab the group here, mix over here, blah, blah, blah. So just to the world map here for a bit. So now, the sky is the limits, because now you guys have no issue getting to anywhere in the world you want. Other than beyond a certain point, because Goblin will clarify. Even although you guys can travel anywhere between any of the continents, etc. now, some will take longer, etc., depending on how fast you want to go. And some speeds are way too dangerous to do for such a big flying fortress. So, you will not be able, and depending on weather conditions. But you cannot get beyond this point here, this like a light blue lined breakoff points to the deeper seas, or beyond this Arctic cold point way at the top, like close to the edge of the map, because they get way too cold that your whale would freeze up and die, or the storms are way too hectic that everything would fall apart and perish probably. Does that make sense?
Well, we don't want the whale to freeze up and die.
Wait, isn't the whale like an ice one?
A Waranor is a water type like creature, or more of an aquatic flyer. So they're connected to the air element.
Goblin got the ice one, I believe.
Yeah, got
Oh
so
yeah.
yeah. For the
Wow.
flying fortress like whale, it's more connected to the wind. So Waranor is connected to the wind more. That's what makes it so she can fly. Because she's a huge whale. You seriously think whales can normally fly? They can have entire buildings
So
on their
you're
back?
wind and water. I'm like nature and darkness.
Because of your unique
Goblin is frost and
and
sunlight.
well, yeah, Slab just has the ice one unbonded, and then Romania got the water contract. Actually, he was the one who got the water contract, which is so funny.
He got the frog, right?
Yeah, he got the frog. But yeah, with that, which sadly Phil was not going to be able to show up today. Yeah. So she asks, is there any destination point, or do you just want to loop around somewhere, or is there anywhere you want to go in particular, Bulk? Or does the party want to? You would have to communicate that with them separately, but yeah.
Well, I think
We're just scouting up at
Ileana's
the tower.
I think Ileana's like with that one chick, isn't she?
Yeah.
Can we go somewhere sunny? Can we have a beach episode? I'm shouting that up at the tower.
Where even are
How
you?
would you know that, though? You would not know this, actually, Iliad. You just know
I
you guys...
read a lot of fantasy novels.
This is a fantasy novel at this point, and you do not... would not know if this is... No. You do not get to break the rules of reality like this with fourth wall break nonsense.
No. Do you not genuine like if I'm going to the pool in real life, I'll say that I'm starting my pool episode. I maintain that Ileana can have a beach episode. She reads a lot of fantasy books where like kids are in normal schools and they're like, doing homework and stuff. Like the really weird stuff that doesn't happen in this world.
Okay, I do not want to think about that right now. The consequence. Okay. So...
Alright, can we go somewhere warm? Willow needs some vitamin D.
Who's Willow?
The Dullahan.
Which is the dollar hand?
The headless lady. Sorry, Willow.
She's like, that's...
Where are you? Where are you? I thought you left somewhere.
We're on the front step.
What? Wait, you're assuming that whole fly scenario just happened around the exact same time as... What? I'm confused.
You guys just left without me.
No, you're still... Because it's a huge chunk of land that you guys took with you, and it's magic. It's a whole systematic thing with the Waranor traveling.
Front step. We're watching all the wind blow.
Were you not walking around? That's what Goblin's asking, because if you were walking around...
I thought you guys dipped.
I thought we just left when the ground started lifting.
No, you had left a bit beforehand. Meditation happened for a long while, etc. And a setting up that took a bit. Goblin is keeping track of the time, so you would have walked out a little bit away from the guild hall. It's within sight line of you, and you wouldn't have known. Goblin's trying to clarify. You would not have known why the entire thing is starting to fly up yet, unless you remember the whole Waranor thing. Which, if you remember the Waranor thing, you would know, oh, Pixel must have sent her down and got her flying up now for the first time. So,
alright, Pixel, I'll let you decide whether Ileana knows or not. Had you disclosed your plans?
Who's Waranor?
The name of your whale.
The Waranor is your bonded. It's not her exact name, it's just the type of bonded she is.
Like her species name,
Yes.
Okay.
Like how you've got a Pikachu. Something.
I have a Pikachu?
No shit!
I'm sorry, ignore me. It's okay. But the Waranor is like the species type. You haven't given her a name yet, I believe.
Goblin actually will get into that in a little bit. but that's for a bit later for a second about naming stuff when it comes to bondeds. So, for now, what does Pixel do? Or what does your character Volk do? Pixel.
I think well, me even if you did know that like that's what was happening, like with the leaving thing, it's like you're still like somewhere like away from the house.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess we just go to like a warmer climate area.
So you just want to go to a warmer climate area. Alright then, so world map wise, Goblin's just looking here. The warmer climate areas are a bit like up north. So do you want or northeast, west? Because northeast is not too much. Like it still gets warmer. But there's a lot more trees. The deserts are a bit more north. Just pure north of northwest. So do you want more tropic or deserty kind of thing?
Ooh, I think let's head to a more tropic thing. It'll do good for my scales.
Alright, so Goblin will pull you guys back to the world map again, just so you can know where you're heading, half-wise. So you guys, the area of the continent you guys are in is often quite cold and snowy, but right now it isn't because it's the warmer time of the year for everywhere, for the most part. Down here, Goblin's pointing. So you're right in the tail area of this continent. Goblin needs to double check Goblin's lore in the world. So you're gonna be heading this direction, up over here to this tropical beach area right here, like a jungle tropical beach. Or to here if you prefer.
I think like maybe like where is it? I can't. It won't let me ping.
If you right click and then ping everyone.
That's when I right click, it says save image, copy image. So I have to like copy image and then be able to ping everyone.
Weird.
Goblin can ping just fine, and Goblin saw you ping. Left click again, just once. Yeah, Goblin sees your ping. Alright, so your ping, you want to head to that in particular beach. Wait, who pinged over here to like the waterfalls into the ocean?
That was me. I was just experimenting the pinging. Ignore any pale coloured
Pings, okay.
pings.
Yeah, so
Let's go to the beach.
Yeah.
Alright. So Goblin will clarify. You guys have always lived on this continent for the most part, because these are each continents, and this planet is very big. It's gonna take a few days trip to head over there since you're wanting to go there. And Goblin will clarify, since you guys are moving place now, and you still have to consider kingdom borders and territories when it comes to these type of things. It means you are gonna have to map out a route that doesn't get you in trouble with any kingdoms. But you should be able to easily do that with your turtle friend, and because she is the one with all the documentation. But to make it easier, so you guys can do your quests back in your homeland still while you travel. You realize there are still border territories with the sea lines, right?
No.
The kingdoms do own some ocean areas. Look, Goblin will help you map it out later. Okay? You'll get your beach episode. But
Yay!
there is something a Goblin figured, yeah, this would happen. So you guys have now, because of your guild hall and all that, there is a special guild hall gateway that does form near your guild building, so Goblin's just going to drag you guys back over to your guild building. It's not like too far away from your territory, but basically there are a few different types of gateway that allow travel. One, there are the gateways between kingdoms, which are mainly in the capitals every time, and they have special systems set up to make it so only kingdoms are given approval or allowed. How are able to access different gateways between each other. Then there are the guild gateways, which allow them to travel between any kingdoms or territories, or other guild halls, which is what you have been given, which has been set up and linked down a bit further down the stone pathway, like they usually within a pathway towards the guild hall and not completely a part of it, and it was installed for you guys. Just make it so you can travel back to the kingdom and do quests in the area still while traveling, because like you're not the only ones to use a Wellinor or other flying like bonded or unique creatures as a means of travel for your entire guild hall, or even underground. There are some underground guild halls, etc., that live underground. And so there are a lot of guild halls that travel out there often, and so they make means to travel back to places where they have quests at a lot easier with the gateways. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Goblin's just giving you this information so you understand these details, because you will still have quests that you will need to do, etc., and go back. Because if you were just traveling on a whale and went away from where your job was, you would get in trouble. So, but because they understand people definitely would want to travel and see new places with such nice transportation means, they made it so it's pretty easy to get back and do jobs and all that while still exploring the world. Kingdom's understanding that the world's huge and all that. Does everything make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And Goblin will go over the liberation stuff later because that's a lot of complicated paperwork. That's going to be a headache for you guys that you're going to be stuck with.
Yay.
Paperwork.
I love paperwork.
Anyway, antics aside, Volk,
Yes.
you do hear some strange laughter from outside the guild hall.
Like maniacal laughing or like giggling laughing or just like
Maniacal. It's 100% maniacal.
okay.
But you cannot see who's laughing.
I guess I go down and I investigate it.
Mm. Very good, very good. So, as Wello and Tuna are traveling, you suddenly both sense this presence that you are all too familiar with. And it's back at the guild hall.
In terms of all familiar with it, familiar in a lichy way? In
100% lich. 100%
Oh,
lich.
excellent.
So wait, you're gonna be back here a bit, so you're coming on back. Goblin's guessing you are?
Yes.
Very good. Now Goblin's just gonna double check to find, because it's been a bit since Goblin's grabbed the token for the lich. Where is he at? Where's that lich at? Goblin's just gonna go and find one from the previous map very quick and grab him. But oh, here we are. Does it work? So as you are coming back, you see the Grand Lich standing there in front of your door. And Bulk, you see him as well, just standing there with a smile.
Ah.
What was the Grand Lich up to last time we saw him? He was... I'm trying to remember his last appearance.
Okay, so Goblin will summarize. The last time he made an appearance was during the whole droid situation where the corruption of the all the Warforges, droid, because etc. happened.
Is this when Romeo licked his eye?
Yes. Oh no, it was Volk. Volk who did.
No, Romeo licked the eye. Volk licked the
Copy of it.
teeth.
Right, a lot of licking happened that session.
What?
Do you not remember that whole licking situation
What?
when you were gone? That you got told about afterwards?
I thought Romeo licked
remember.
I thought Romeo licked the eyeball, and that was what.
No,
irritated the Grand Lich to the point where we
because the
initiated
reason
combat.
why is the reason it's Volk is because Volk licked the original eye, which the Grand Lich wanted to connect to him, but the lick is what triggered the connection between Volk and the eye the Grand Lich wanted.
Yes! Sorry, I recall now.
Yeah. You stole an eye that the Grand Lich wanted by licking at Volk.
I stole an eye?
Yeah, because when
the chat was controlling you when that happened.
Yeah.
Which the real bull probably
Like,
got a laugh out of when that happened.
Yeah, I bet you sadistic chat enjoyed it, huh?
Well, yeah, and Phil's chat technically too. They were the ones who made me vote for it on his live stream end.
But yeah, technically it's non-canon. You didn't do it. The wisps that were
Yes, your Wisp allies. Yes, because the Wisps represent basically the chat that are connected to the story now. In a very fun way, in all honesty. But that come on, always glitches like this. Yeah, you should have in your inventory a magical eye that's connected to you now. The goblin may have forgotten like what the goblin put in your inventory. Nope. The goblin will add you should have a special magic eye. Because Grand Lich just made a copy of it for himself. Odo was annoyed by what happened, still. Didn't Romania do something with that copy, though? Like, you're not wrong that Romania definitely did something.
I swear Romeo tried to lick his other eye or something.
I think he may have tried to.
I remember Romeo saying that licking was working out well for Vox, so he wanted to try it.
Oh, he actually did lick it or something like that. Yeah. And how many puzzle sides have you been solved, actually? Goblin believes you are done with, like, 3 sides of the puzzle?
I thought it was 5. 1 second, I think I've got it written in my...
Yeah, please check for Goblin and what is the last panel if it's 5. 5, so Goblin... It's been a bit, so Goblin...
4 out of 8 connected to Willow... 4 out of 8 connected to Willow Twitch of Destruction. That's all I've got written.
They didn't note how each one was... Gosh, I know it. Goblin will figure something out. Goblin will go and rewatch the video and find out what the last panel was that was open and revealed.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine. But that aside, the Grand Lich is standing there, turns towards you, Iliad, and Wello, and just teleports you into the guild hall.
Yep.
And he just walks in slowly and dramatically.
I feel like it goes without saying, but you're not welcome here.
Of course I'm not, Barry. Of course I'm not. Especially with what has happened as of late. Yes. But that aside, yes, I believe you have something I want, each of you. Give me back my eye, Bulk.
I don't think we have the eyes.
Roll bluff, please. Roll bluff, Goblin, because you should have the eyes.
That's a 29?
20! What in the world? And that 20, sheesh, roll percentage for Goblin. Roll percentage.
That's D100, right?
Yep, D100. Okay. So, one that's not usually done for skill checks. Goblin just wanted to see like what luck would give you and all that. So, but yeah. Thank you for the head pat. Anyway, that's fine. So the Grand Lich is like, huh. So you gave him to someone else. Oh, interesting. Well then, what to do with you all? Because you are becoming quite the nuisances. Yes. I can't let you just do whatever you want these days. Yes. You are becoming quite a thorn in my side. So what to do with you all? What to do? Oh!
Let us go.
Roll
What did
persuasion,
you
though.
say?
Roll persuasion for that, please.
Where is it? Let me see.
I don't think we've got a persuasion. I think we've got diplomacy.
Oh, it would be
right?
diplomacy, yes, sorry.
Okay, where's it? Is it in skills?
Skills, yeah. It has been a bit since we have
Diplomacy.
played. Goblin hopes us to continue playing some more in the coming days.
Well, we'll be missing the holiday season, but we'll be. Oh, there we go.
Bang! That's a nat 20. Are you kidding, Goblin? Oh! Yeah, your diplomacy! You know what? Roll again, because Goblin also rolled a nat 20. So, all the nat 20s here.
Oh no!
But roll with advantage
sucks.
for entertainment purposes.
Roll for advantage. Do it again.
Yep.
Can I support?
Roll support, yes. You know what? This will be entertaining. You know what? You still add like a +2 to it, so not bad. But Goblin's just gonna pull in something he and a Goblin needs to for this session because
Controversially, can I cast Detect Thoughts on the Grand Lich?
you know what? Go straight ahead. Do it.
Excellent. Surface Thoughts, it's a multiple round thing in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just do it here so I can read it properly.
Yeah, so you're casting it, so Goblin's just gonna read it here. So yeah. Okay, what's the DC say for it?
Where do I see that?
So the DC is basically the spell, like, basically you see, like, the spell level and how it has DC. You remember that? Like,
No, I'm sorry.
So where you go, like, go to your character sheet with spells. Goblin's gonna go to your character sheet just to look at Goblin itself. So you go to your spells. Yeah.
Yes.
So when you're on your spells, you see like your spell level 1, and you see the words below it: use/prep, spell name, school subtype, etc.
Yes.
Yep, here we are. So will is negation. So will save is what Goblin has to do, and the DC save, where the word spell level 2 is, beside it, down the line is spells day 4. All the way to spells DC is 17. So Goblin has to get better than 17 to resist the Detect Thoughts spell that you have cast with the Grand Lich. So Goblin's gonna take a look here. Like, you're doing something daring, in all honesty. Very daring, actually. Oh, I was expecting.
Goodbye, Ilya. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah! This is gonna be interesting. Like, Goblin's just gonna be honest with you here. Goblin has to roll nat 1 to fail the DC here.
Nat 1. Come on, Pexel.
Oh,
Nat
God.
one,
Nat one,
no.
nat one, nat one.
Yeah, no, that was a 9. So he manages to just ignore your detect thoughts, although he looks at you with a smile and is like, oh, bold of you. That is quite bold of you, Iliad. Oh. Very bold.
Honestly, Romeo, why would you try and detect thoughts on someone?
Hey,
Okay, Goblin's just gonna try and roleplay one here. What did we just said it was you?
You might be confused. You don't know that. You're the one that has detect thoughts.
And he just gives you a glare. But then the Grand Lich is like, enough of your pettiness, enough of your pettiness. Oh, pitiful. I'm very amused by you all, but you've become a thorn in my side for far too long. So I'm done. I don't care about your stupid plot. Goodbye. As he snaps his fingers, deadly daggers just hover over you guys as you are chained to the ground, all 3 of you. Ooh, and he just is about to send them flying down. And as his dagger is about to start flying down, suddenly they are cut up instantly by green energy like swords instantly. As Goblin's just gonna bring the token on. Suddenly the Grand Lich is slammed into your wall to the left. He has an angel with wings of green energy appears silently, just staring at the Grand Lich with a katana in his hand, standing there,
Ooh.
and points it at the Grand Lich. Do you guys do anything?
Are we still chained?
Nope, the chains are gone.
Who's that?
I don't know. I thought that maybe one of you guys knew him.
I don't know. It seems like someone you would know.
Because he's hot.
No, because he's colored.
Because he's cool.
Anyway, sorry, go on, just keep it together. The Grand Lich just starts laughing maniacally and it's like, of course you show up. It's always you. And the angel boy just stands there as little green lights of energy just suddenly start forming wards. And his mouth is just shut silent, but the words start forming and then they speak themselves. Like the words come to life and speak for him. And you just hear it like in this voice. Goblin's gonna try to make the voice. You have crossed the line. You are trying to break reality itself for your desperation. You are not allowed to kill them, Grand Lich. And who are you to dictate me, you stinking archangel? And he's like, there are rules to our reality. And if you break them as much as you have one more time, our reality collapses. You know this. Do you think I give a care? I may not be able to say the vulgar things I wish, nor unleash my true power upon you all, but I promise you, one day, just like your pathetic wife, you will perish by my hand.
Hmm.
And he's like, you want the one who killed my wife. You just act like you're powerful enough. You are no powerful being. And the Grand Lich just gets slammed, bumped into the ground by an energy hammer that slams into him. And the Grand Lich is on his knees now, as his entire body looks like it's cracked and broken, like he's about to split into a billion pieces.
Go, Angel Boy.
Angel, let's go.
And he just glares and looks at you. Archangel of energy, I give you my word that one day I will have my revenge. And he fades into the vanishing magic. He uses teleportation magic to vanish, the Grand Lich does.
Thank you, Mr. Archangel guy.
He just looks over at you and is like, just doing my job.
I'm just doing your job. Just doing your job.
He looks at you and is like, and by the way, it is all speaking in this floating text. He does not open his mouth at all. Every time, Tuna! Do any of you want to make...
Sorry, he's cool.
Do either of you want to make a knowledge check here to know just who this Archangel of Energy is?
Knowledge what?
Like knowledge arcane, knowledge history, either of those work. Goblin's just trying to pull up. Gosh dang it, why won't it pull up what Goblin wants?
Look, I know you were kind of out of it, but I'm pretty sure this guy's here to uphold our plot armor.
Well, yeah, you would know that Goblin's just going to downright qualify. This is Goblin just forgets the specific name, but this is one of the powerful beings known as the Archangel of Energy. And he is often known to be the one who upholds the most order at times, and he does not talk. No one's ever heard him speak, really, in like years. Ever since his wife was killed by Zeus back in the War of Powerful Beings. Because he took a vow of silence after losing his wife. And Goblin's just trying to pull up the information stuff and lore, but Word documents are acting funky for Goblin, so it's been driving Goblin nuts and making it hard for Goblin to open up those said documents. So, gosh dang it. Goblin wants to open up a specific Word document, and you will not let Goblin do so. Gosh dang it. Apologies, give Goblin a sec here. Goblin is trying to favorites. This game is... It's in it's in Game List Guide. Okay. So yeah, Goblin will give you the lore here in a second, but do you have anything you want to say to the Archangel of Energy or anything like that?
Don't even remember how Archangel looked like for a second.
He looks like what he needs to look like, okay?
Alright.
See.
Yeah, so well, I mean, this is just a random token Goblin found to represent him. This is not what he fully looks like. He looks more like his wings are like literally made of green energy, etc. That kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
But Goblin's just gonna read over his lore for you since you got Iliad, like you got the highest possible. You're gonna get to know the basic lore. Yeah, the Archangel of Energy, Mike. Mike, the second child of a man. Okay, Goblin can't even pronounce Goblin's own lore names. Gosh dang it. So it's Manda for the mother and Davis. And basically, he is known mostly for his unique power over energy, which is something very strange to people, and most people cannot access this unique, powerful energy. And he's often the keeper of the Council Hall of the Powerful Beings. He watches over it, because he doesn't watch any specific part over the world, because most powerful beings watch over specific areas, etc., like the Archangel of Winters, Eliza, watches over the winter areas and the frozen jungle, etc. Well, he just watches over the council hall. He does not speak unless he absolutely needs to, because he took a vow of silence for the most part. But and he is known to level continents if he is ticked off enough. His powers allow him to make any magical items appear out of thin air that are made of energy for attacks, and is known to be the strongest among his siblings. Siblings. When it comes to his family, which he has the siblings of Eliza, the Archangel of Winters, who is the fastest among the family, Coda, the Archdemon of Death, who is the most has the most endurance, while the youngest, Emily, being the wisest of the family and the Archangel of Sleep. Mike, as the Archangel of Energy, actually loves the steampunk stuff that is being made in the world right now. That allows war forges, droidicas, etc. He actually loves machinery, and he does what he can to make it better. As long as he's very careful, he's very calculating and knowledgeable. And your obsession with him is very concerning.
I know your brother. I gave your brother marriage counseling.
And he just looks at you and it's like, he uses text me as like, yeah, we know he's been stressed a lot lately, but that's because of events that have been happening. A lot of the powerful beings are stressed these days. Trust me when I say us powerful beings would have dealt with the Grand Lich a long time ago, if not for the chaos left behind from the more powerful beings. Means we do apologize for the mess at hand, and in some ways we can't interfere fully with everything, because the Grand Lich is an important point of testing for the world, and for himself even, when it comes to the Godhead's plans.
Are we part of these plans as well then?
I feel like we'd get involved in it.
I mean, I feel like we're already part of the plans, but I don't really appreciate the concept of being a entertainment for the powerful beings.
And he looks at you and is like, oh, no, that we don't see this as... Okay, how do I explain this? He basically goes to the text thing. So, with how things work, this life of you guys that you're experiencing is a test of sorts. And everyone is being tested. You are. He starts... Apologies, Goblin. Got a bit of sore throat there. Basically, all of you are being tested to see how much you can grow as people, etc., when it comes to the next life. And so when the next life comes and all that, because the whole plan of this life is just be a test to see how good people can become, to decide where you will go to in the afterlife. And it's not just like, oh, just absolute just torture known as hell. People often call it on Nine Rings of Hell or heaven. No, that's not the flipping case. Like it's stupid beyond belief, really, because it's just saying if you just do barely enough good, you go to heaven. If you do barely just too much evil, you go to hell. Like no, it's that's stupid. There's actually different areas when it comes to the true afterlife, because there is a case like the Nine Rings of Hell technically do exist, but because of some begging from some of us powerful beings and arrangements we've made with the One, we've basically made multiple chances for people to allow people to get a chance to get into the highest glory, because there's different glories of heaven, technically speaking. It's a whole system that, if you truly want to learn, you can for yourselves, but basically, not only is this a test for you guys' this life and the hardships you will face, but a test for the Grand Lich to see if he can ever change, etc. Because he was a good person for once, etc. No one is born evil in this life. But some people let themselves drown into the darkness and influence of evil. And so, we can't go over everything here because it would take a way too complicated amount of time to explain the entire details of what I'm allowed to tell you of the plan, but if you want to study it, you can go and learn from one of the local churches that follow the one, or any of the powerful being belief churches that believe in us mainly. We technically tell them, no, we follow the teachings of the one, and the Godhead, etc., because the one is part of the Godhead, etc. But we don't force anyone to. Everyone has a right of choice in this life. Because it's still a test, but it's also, like, you're allowed to choose for yourselves in the end. Does that make sense, everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, apologies. There was a lot of details that probably make things confusing, etc. And Gollum's trying to get to his token, so don't think at all this. But he's like, now, are there any particular questions or information you guys would like to know about things? Because I am allowed to answer a few of those that aren't explaining everything about the entire plan of salvation and all that.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are you aware of the wannabe Grand Lich that's currently garnering power? Somewhere, I'm looking through my quest log. I know he's somewhere here.
You mean the Lich King? That is completely different.
That one.
Yeah. We do know about him, and we have been keeping an eye on things. We have not been ignoring the issues, but the reality is just
Do you have any plans to step in?
That is the tricky part about this life. There's only so many times we're allowed to interfere. Because the one is the one who decides everything in the end when it comes to what we're allowed to interfere with and what we are not allowed to. Because he is the one who's made the plan, and he already knows what's going to happen from the very beginning to the very end. And we follow his plan because it gives us more hope than anything else, right? And he already knows everything that's going to happen. He already knows what possible choices you're going to make. He knows every timeline of events. He knows every probability. And so, with that, he already knows the choices of the Lich King, etc. And in the end, no evil will be allowed to fully get away with their actions without consequences, whether in this life or in the next. So, the threat of the Lich King and even the Grand Lich, etc., will be handled according to his plan. Because he already knew what would happen with them. Even with us, technically speaking, because any one of us could turn out falling away and doing great evil. Even you. But he already has a plan. And he knows what to do. But he does not force anyone to do anything. And he lets everyone have a right of choice. That is one of the major factors of everything. Is that his children of this world, are all mortal, are allowed to have freedom of choice. Because if he didn't, and just controlled every detail and action, there would be no point to his plan. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes that makes things hard in the end. Because we cannot force people to be something they don't want to of their own accord. That is the whole point. It's a very complex way of thinking about things. We give people the freedom of right of choice, and yet it leads them down to choosing choices that are not the best, really. Any questions?
Thanks.
Can we consider you an ally we could call on in the future, or would you consider the petty mortal squabbles that we're dealing with too insignificant for your kind?
I'm not God, okay? Let me clarify this. Us powerful beings do not see ourselves as God. No. No. Last time that happened,
That's what I said. I just said if you were too big and too cool to help us, or if we could call on you for help sometimes.
We are allowed to lend you strength. Because of how powerful we are and because of what knowledge we have, actually because we get a bit more of the information of the plan, the reality is, we already know what the Grand Lich is planning for. We already know what his phylactery is, actually. We actually already know a lot, and we could easily dispose of him. But the reality is, is still a test for the Grand Lich in the end as well as for you guys. Because he could, if he made some choices differently, could somewhat be safe. But we also know the fact is we should not cost the chance for others to be good people for his sake alone. So we have to make a balance of things. And his time and death, if he does not make the right choices in the end, will come. He will be punished. But we have to let things happen in a certain manner to allow maximum amount of choice for people and even ourselves. Technically speaking, we are still being tested ourselves here. And trust me, the last time, let's just use my brother as an example, Eliza went outside the plan of the Lord and just snapped and, well, took care of the threat. That because he was fed up. It did get the one a bit upset, but also understanding of his grief. And so there were consequences to it. Not all completely bad. Because because the one understands that technically we are still flawed like mortals. Although we've been given immortality, we are still flawed, and we will make poor choices. And so, although I would technically be allowed to make that choice myself, I'm still limited, because at times, just as much as the plot armor is set to make it so you guys are specifically tested when it comes to the Grand Lich, just as much as why you cannot be erased from existence. Just as much as that happens, so does the fact is that I cannot fully interfere. It's a double-edged sword, your plot armor. I cannot interfere every time to keep the order balanced. The Grand Lich tried to break it this time, so that's why I was able to interfere this time around. It is a complex thing that is hard for the mortal mind to comprehend, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are probably having a headache trying to understand this, right?
Vogue just smiles and nods, doesn't know what's going on ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically what Goblin's saying is to keep a balanced sort, what's to make sure that people are not stripped of their right of choice, and to make sure that there's still a balance to things, like powerful beings just don't go and stop all wars or mortal affairs all the time. To make sure people still have their right of choice and are not just punished instantly for trying something or thinking something. The powerful beings are not allowed to fully interfere every time. It's basically like a whole balancing thing to make it so, although like they are way more people than like powerful beings of other worlds or like Zeus, who just did things because he could. These guys are a lot more humane, you can tell, because they experience what's like being immortal. And you even piece it together, Iliad. You realize that the Archangel of Energy here, he has experienced what it's like being immortal and an everyday person before he became a powerful being. And probably quite a few were. So, they understand what it's like, and it seems like he cannot go over every detail of what it means or doesn't have the time to, but they do sincerely care about the people of this world. But there's only so much they can do, and other threats they have to keep at bay.
So basically, other things are more important than this.
You say as you sulk in the corner.
And he's like,
I try to convince them somehow.
and he enters your mind as like, you know I can hear your thoughts, right?
Oh no, he can see all of the horrible fantasies I'm having about him right now.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's okay, you're allowed to wear clothes.
And he just looks at you and is like, my wife was way worse.
Way worse. Hey, it means you have a shot, Ileana.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're looking for a second?
Let's
I don't
go.
mind.
Please, we're trying to get her Be with a woman.
You flirt with
No man can
every.
handle her.
Oh my goodness. Goblin has to get you a character and boyfriend at this point at some point. Just like.
Yeah, I mean, I am aiming for Willow at the moment.
Who?
Willow, my love.
Who? Wello. Her name is Wello, not Willow.
Willow.
Wello.
Wellow.
So Goblin will just
Wello?
Goblin will tell you to spell it. Her name is spelled Welio. Wello.
Oh. I thought her name was Willow. Oh, I'm not interested anymore.
What? Anyway, the Archangel of
Alright,
Energy.
no. I'm currently aiming for Willow.
Waylo?
Willow.
Welo.
Willow.
Yeah, Welo, right?
Willowman.
Can you spell it out in chat?
Goblin's so confused at what's happening right now, but that aside,
Just spell it out.
I needed it to be spelled out. Waylo.
no, it's like this.
Wheelio.
Wheelio.
Really. Anyway, the Archangel of Energy is like, well, if that's all you need from me, I will be heading out for now. But you know that we do pay attention, we do understand these hardships are hard. Good luck.
Can I do one more thing before you go?
What do you do then, as he vanishes?
I want to ask if I can touch his wings.
Sure, he's still there, so Goblin will say you go up to him and try and touch his wings.
No,
And
I'll ask first. I'm not a brute, you know?
I'll go touch his wing.
I want to
Okay.
know what the green energy feels like. It sounds cool.
he's like, sure, you can touch my
Can we
wings.
get your wings, Mr. Archangel?
And so as you head up to touch his wings, because he gives you permission, as you touch his wings, they feel like nothing, yet like a blanket at the same time that just flows through your skin and into your body.
I lick the wing.
Liliana, you can't do that. Those are sensitive. For them.
I'm not taking that from you, Buck.
Listen.
Everyone else gets to lick stuff. I only got to eat the corruption. I want to lick an angel wing.
You decide to lick the most inappropriate spot for an archangel. It's like licking him in a certain area.
So when you lick the Archangel's energy wings, you suddenly get this zap of energy and now your tongue is glowing green. And he looks at you just like with a flat, you know that face that like Frisk Undertale has and all that has that closed eyes and flat mouth face? Yeah, he's looking at you like that, and just text appears as like, you need some therapy. Have a good one. So Goblin will clarify.
Liliana, how else are you supposed to? How are you going to meet anybody?
So now your tongue, since you're roleplay like this, will be stuck like this for the next hour.
That's okay. I can deal with that.
But anyway, with that being said, and the Grand Lich tried to kill
No,
you.
the most important question is, what did he taste like, please?
Okay. His wing tasted like limes with a hint of mint.
Mojito wings!
You lucked out. Let's go.
I've accomplished everything I wanted to do in that interaction and absolutely nothing else.
Okay. Well, that aside, with the dramatic scenes that have happened in these trying times, now you guys get the following choice to make. So, with you guys flying fortress now flying, and your guild hall set up, and Gollum does agree with you, Pixel. Gollum does agree with you, but okay, enough with the insults. Enough. Enough. Anyway, that's that. You guys now get the choice, Pixel and Tuna. Do you guys want to use? Because there's another thing that Goblin likes from Goblin's Lord of the Rings D&D session that Goblin plays with Goblin's family. That, gosh dang nabbit, the Goblin focus. Now, basically it's basically like a holding, which holding basically means a time skip happens and you get this passive income per month. It would be per month. That basically you guys get passive income from basically what your job is beside adventuring. Like if you are a blacksmith and you make weapons for adventurers, etc., and sell stuff to people, there's a passive income, etc., for that job. And basically, Goblin will sort it out with each of you today, like what you want to have as a holding if you want to do this. Basically, we can have a short time skip where you handle your holdings in the guild hall and not do adventuring quests, or you guys choose to go on a new adventure right away. Does that make sense?
I feel like deciding to go on an adventure and stuff without Phil here feels a little...
Well, Goblin believes... Or you could just do a roleplay session today and not worry about it.
Like, I am happy to push and progress and everything. I'm just aware that, we're a person down and I don't want to make any big important decisions. That was why I was aiming for a beach episode, because it's inconsequential enough that Phil won't miss out.
Oh no, Phil will definitely be upset about that. Goblin knows Phil. Goblin knows Phil. Phil wants to be there for the beach episode.
We gotta save the beach episode for when we're all here.
Yep. Because, even Pixel. Just imagine Pixel's dragonborn in a bathing suit.
I hope he wears a bikini.
Nah, like...
Listen, if you want to see, all you gotta do is ask.
The Goblin's trying to get Ileana to be provided towards small kids for entertainment purposes, but apparently not. But yeah. Also, you still have to return the princess at some point, so you can do that if you want. Return her to her kingdom, which, do you guys remember which one it is?
No.
You guys seriously never track information that Goblin gives you, like seriously Goblin shares a note taker, so Goblin does have to
There is so much information, I cannot follow all of it.
Dang that. Goblin does believe, Goblin didn't name it specifically, but there is a local kingdom that's close to you guys' capital that basically the princess was never reported missing, and so you guys believe it is a doppelganger or something like that that has replaced her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to do that, or if you want to do the holding thing, etc. You're calling in what you want to do, and going through all that drawing.
I kind of feel like our guild hall has a lot of people. We could take the princess back. While we're there, we could get our pass for what's the word? Traveling cross continent.
So you want to get a surprise while dropping off?
Sorry?
No. Go ahead. Continue what you're saying.
And then on the journey over, maybe we could spend a little time role-playing or holding.
Yeah, so Goblin's just going to double-check right. Yeah, so... Does chat even remember remember what kingdom it was from, because Goblin wants to make sure Goblin, because there's multiple kingdoms that Goblin has to track when it comes to this story. And
Was it back when I was still note keeping?
probably, hopefully. Like, it would be during when the
I think I
princess.
only did that for like 3 sessions.
Yeah, Goblin's usually good at remembering things, but this isn't so much happening, and Goblin not doing sessions. If you guys forbid that, Goblin has forgotten some details. Especially with Goblin's terrible naming skills, like, Goblin just does the most complicated names out there in existence. Like, it was. But it's definitely early on she was introduced, that Goblin believes, right?
Yeah.
So, probably.
Um, Princess of Farmore.
Ah, Princess Obama. Yeah, alright, Goblin
I did write
remembers.
it. There we go.
You did know that. Alright, Princess of Falmor. So yeah, and Goblin did note down relations between some kingdoms somewhere, so Goblin double check. Yeah, oh, right. Oh, okay. You said Galmore or Falmor?
Farmore.
Falmor. Alright, so, yeah. So, you know what? Yeah, this, okay. So Goblin will know. So, you know what? This actually is perfect timing to do this. So, as you guys are talking to plan to probably finally return her and all that to her kingdom, uh, Speeds the mail deliverer comes up and is like, "Hello, report happened. So, a recent quest has been up for a while that has not been completed. Has been requested to be done sooner, but instead of just faking being in a prison, let me bring up the details here. You've been requested by the king of your land, blah blah, to do this following quest a bit early, early, early to, or here we are. So, a quest that has been asked of you to do, who because of reports from the king, the royal family of Falmore is visiting the shared prison between Falmore and Glaumore, or of their shared prison. Is it? I was just double checking. Or Farmore. It's Farmore actually. Goblin must have mispronounced one. Goblin did it. Yeah, Farmore.
Farmore.
Yeah, so Goblin must have mispronounced it when Goblin put it in. Apologies, but anyway. And so because of that, you will not be fully infiltrating the prison at this point, but you can head that way whenever you so wish to drop off the princess to meet with that royal family, Emily, and return her. The game thought you would want to know. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So you guys could do that and finally return her and figure out what's happening with the royal family that way, or you could do something else as your call in the end.
Is she awake?
She is still asleep.
Can we wake her up and ask? Because it kind of doesn't sound like she has a very pleasant time at home anyway. We could just keep her if she wanted to stay.
True.
Alright, so you wake her up. So Goblin's gonna guess you go over there and wake her up together and all that, and
And I'd like to bring her into our super important meeting room for a sensible and quiet confidential discussion.
Very good. Goblin will have Slab come
Not
along.
the kind of thing that everyone needs to watch. So it can be just us 5.
Oh, wait, this Goblin.
Or me, I can come too.
Yeah, Goblin's gonna have Romania come in as well, so Goblin's just having Slav handle his daughter who's asleep still. Now, with that, sits there and is like, "What do you need?"
We're currently considering our next steps, and I wanted to speak to you about what you want, in your opinion. Do you want to go home?
She looks at you confused, is like, "Of course, I am the royal daughter of my family. It is my duty and responsibility to count them a foul more to return home and find this
But do you
imposter."
want to go home?
What do you mean? Of course I do. I am the princess, and it is my royal responsibility to who be.
Yeah.
But what
But
about as not as the princess? What does you? What do
as
you
whatever
want?
your name is.
Yeah.
I am just the princess. That is all I am known for. That is all that I am. I am the princess of the kingdom of Farmore, and I would like to be returned home.
I passed her the little hot chocolate that I made before we came in here.
She looks at
I
confused.
like hot chocolate.
You can have hot chocolate all the time if you want.
But I'm not trying to bribe. So, Pexel, you weren't here last session, but her sort of possessed state was a very under pressure, crushed under responsibility, doesn't want anyone to perceive her in any way. So I personally don't
Wait,
think
she was
that she should
possessed?
go home. We all
Yeah,
were. Well,
everyone in the guild hall was when it became the Halloween session. Like, you can go watch the past session to see what happened, Vault, so you can catch up on everything horrific that happened.
but essentially, her biggest fear was that people were looking at her. So I worry that if we send her home, we're just sending her back into the lion's den, you know? So I don't care whether she stays or goes, but I don't want to send a kid back to an unsafe environment. We're not going to bribe her with hot chocolate. We're going to find out what she wants.
Why'd you give her hot chocolate then?
Because she's a kid. It will help soothe her.
Yeah, well, what if I want hot chocolate? You didn't give me hot chocolate. That means you're bribing her.
Slav gives you hot chocolate.
Thank you. Unlike someone.
I just made you a hot chocolate.
Yeah, Slav gave me the hot chocolate, not you.
She just looks at you and
What's the princess's name again? I have forgotten.
did you not know it down? It's probably in the notes.
No, I just wrote we've got. It's what?
Yeah, okay, Goblin. Goblin probably didn't name her then, so she's like, all I've ever known is the princess says, I'm the princess of Farmore.
What should we do? Would you like to stay and adventure with us for a little while? Not as the princess, but as whatever your name is. And just see what it's like to be out of the limelight for a little bit? Or do you want to go home as soon as possible?
There's someone you're worried about, isn't there? Slav says. Goblin would like you guys to make a sense motive check, both of you.
Sensing motives.
Mm.
Don't heh me. Give me that hot chocolate back.
No, it's mine.
So Goblin's just double checking Slav's result, because Slav is also rolling sense motive. He got pretty good, and she okay. You know what? Yeah, even Iliad managed to pass with how bad her bluff was.
Excellent.
But
I won't take offense.
yeah, so you all see that she is shaking now, like not wanting to say anything. Like, you can tell, not only is she in high under pressure in her family life, like from nobility, but there is someone she is worried, terrified for, because the fact is there's a fake version of her there. I mean, she is worried about some of her family, not her parents in particularly. But then you think about it, Goblin's going to allow you guys to make a knowledge, history, religion, or knowledge, religion, or history. Either one of those knowledges if you have them. And if you don't, then you get to know nothing.
Should be par for the course for you, right? Fuck.
And Slab knows nothing about religion or history, so. Do you have either of those, Volk?
What? I did religion.
Oh, you did religion? Okay, very good. Volk! You. Oh, and Iliad. Okay, Volk. So Slav's the only one who doesn't know. So both of you know, although you know more archaeology stuff, and far more actually does help with that quite a bit. They actually are a bit of a funder for archaeologists. But specifically, Volk and Iliad, both of you realize, thinking about it, there are technically this princess here. She has twin siblings that are younger than her that were actually living pretty easy lives from what you heard, and she was always the responsible older sibling from how people portrayed her and how things talk about religious wise, how she was always going to the religious buildings that taught from the Archangel of Poison. Which, by the way, the Archangel of Poison is one of the most unique archangels, as she is often the most concerning one at times, but she does firmly teach the teachings of the One. But she's very strict compared to the other powerful beings.
I bet she loves us with our acid splashes.
Oh, if she bothered to pay attention, she may. But she's also known as one of the more cold, powerful beings. The Archangel of Poison, she is. But the fact is, they are very. She's very, often seen as the most mature in her family, while the twins are very childish with how their portrayal is. But by her reaction, methodology of interacting with you guys, she seems worried for the twins in her family with the imposter there, especially with her shaking patterns. It's like she didn't want to be the mature, overly mature sister that follows the parents' strict code. It's like she had no choice for them. Yeah, she can't afford to crack.
What we could do is we could pay a high level. I don't know what the class would be, but someone with the
Rogue?
disguise self skill.
Disguise.
So she could sneak in, protect her siblings, and then decide whether she wants to stay.
It would be either a wizard or a sorcerer they could pay to get a very high level disguise self spell. And it would cost around. What spell level is disguise self? It's like a level 2 spell or 3?
I'm not sure, let me check.
If you could check that, that'd be good. But you offer this, Goblin's guessing, and she's like, I want to see it for myself, but I also. They would not ever let my siblings out of their sight. Especially if something has changed, like me vanishing and yet still being there, whatever in process that. I don't know how you guys are knowing what you're knowing. No. She is seemingly starting to panic as she shakes the hot coffee in her mug.
Alright. Let's take you home then. I know when not to push it.
We could just throw her in the dungeon.
What the flip?
She starts shaking even more. I must save my siblings. Let's keep them safe. They can't go through what I go through. No. They must stay safe.
That's alright, let's go. Let's go save your siblings. We'll support you, okay? We're not putting you in the dungeon.
She just starts shaking more as she puts down the hot chocolate and is just wrapping herself around her own arms, as it seems like she's on the brink of tearing, but she's forcing herself not to cry.
Alright, we're back with the grounding techniques.
Slav, while holding the dragon child of his, is hugging the princess as you're doing the breathing techniques. So roll advantage with diplomacy to keep, or actually triple advantage. So you roll 3 times to take the highest of the 3 to calm her down
Yay.
with diplomacy. Yeah, you managed to calm her down within like 5 minutes.
Isn't it crazy that I am the resident therapist of this party? Me, Ileana. Isn't that crazy?
Goblin will say, as you hear her calm down, she mumbles, "We don't deserve these scars. They're just kids. They're just kids." You realize psychologically she has been forced to grow up to a very mature state, to a point where she had to probably be the parent to the twins.
Alright, can I politely ask for her to leave the room while I confer with the party? I have something important to ask that I don't think should be heard by her.
She nods her head, and she seems to want to hold the baby, like crystal dragon from Slav, like
Brilliant.
she needs to experience holding a child right now. And so Slav will
Go on,
allow
Slay.
it.
Give her the kid.
And Slav just pats her head as she heads on out, holding Slav's child.
Alright, guys, I'm going to suggest something that sounds a little crazy.
Uh-huh.
How do we feel about overthrowing the monarchy?
Rumi is like, "Yeah, let's do it!"
Can I spit the hot chocolate I had in my mouth all over her?
You're doing a spit take with the hot chocolate.
Yeah, now, Iliad, although you are covered with some warm hot chocolate, it's not burning nor harmful, but you are a bit annoyed.
What do you mean overthrow it?
This doesn't seem like a healthy environment for kids to grow up in at all. Ethically, I don't feel like we can return her home and consider everything's fine, but clearly she wants to return home. I say the best outcome is overthrowing the monarchy and letting her and her siblings live a normal life.
You realize that would cause a war between the kingdoms of Galmore and Farmore, right? Slav states.
I
You know,
feel
let's
like
do it.
there's a way we can do this that doesn't cause chaos, but does get these kids out of the situation.
Why don't we just kill both kings?
I mean,
Galmore's king is the one we work for, and he's a pretty chill guy from last we met him. Volk, what in the world are you thinking?
Okay.
what if we
Listen.
brought the king in on our plan?
Well, I mean, he brings up the infiltration prison mission back up to you guys, which you will need to pull up now to remind you of details of this quest. Because this is a quest you guys can take, which they have now a quest board for you
The
guys.
prison for dangerous criminals and bandits has been having strange things happening around the prison. This is a prison in a different kingdom that works alongside the kingdom of Gulmore, but the kingdom of Farmore has not given any details as to why, and the dangers have been
Threatening and causing trouble.
threatening and causing trouble. So to find out what is happening, the Royal Guard has asked for some adventurers to have their parties infiltrate the prison by some prison guards, while the
Others being prisoners. So some of the adventurers would
asked
be
for some adventurers to have their parties infiltrate the prison as prison guards and others as prisoners. Details will be given if the quest is taken.
yeah. So the reality is, he's like, so the fact is, this relationship is already pretty torn, and if we interfered and went into this infiltration mission around the same time that this would be happening for the princess, and we like try and figure out what's happening within the prison while doing that with the princess, it's a risky move in general. And all, especially if we're going to be in a prison, they'll be heavily guarded, the royal family. And the fact is that they're going there is something strange. And the fact is that there's so much we don't know of why she is And the fact is that she's never reported missing, but a replacement status pretending to be her. Like, this could, if we're not careful, could lead to a war between the countries and get her killed. We need to make sure we do this right, or else there could be hundreds of lives lost.
We'll do this right. There will be not a single unnecessary life lost. I'm certain that we as a party can do this. And you know what? Sure, I also billow my cape majestically to prove my point.
The mimic cake was like, I want to eat that game. Eat.
Maybe, Cape San. Maybe.
Sound like a meaty. I eat meaties.
Yes, you can maybe eat the king, but first we have to wait and see.
Wait and see from what?
I will maybe let the king get eaten by my mimic cake. Mimic cape.
Mimic cake. Mimic cake song.
Mimic Gape.
Wait, the cape is
It's a
gay?
possibility, though. Okay. What's going on? All I want to do is overthrow monarchy and initiate a world war. That's so much
go
to
kill
ask.
it. Let's just go kill him. It's fine.
Let's go do the prison thing. We'll get a load of details, and then while we're there, I will play the role of prisoner, and I'll get arrested for infiltrating the palace. That way, we can get scopes and info.
I don't think it's
And
wise
I
to
can
send a
get
woman
someone
in
in
as a
prison.
prisoner.
What?
You know what they do to women in prison?
Well,
Fun
no.
things.
Slap's like, you know it's a prison filled with both genders equally, I believe. I can pull up some information on this prison. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. He pulls up some record documents.
Prison.
No,
Just sneak.
exactly. It's exactly my point. With the status of Ileana's rep, it's like only
Bob,
horrible things
shut
can
up.
happen to her.
Shut up.
Slab puts down the book and is like, okay, let's go over the details of the prison first, just so we know what kind of prison we're dealing with. So, this prison here, he pulls up some pages, and I'm just double checking here. Oh wait, yeah, right, Goblin. Alright, where is it? Where's that map for that prison? Where's that prison map? Sorry, Goblin's just trying to pull up prison so Goblin can give you the details of it, and Goblin has forgotten where it's at because there's so many maps that Goblin has done that Goblin may have lost track of things. Sorry, give Goblin a sec. Ah, here we are, the prison. Found it. So, the uniqueness of this prison. What makes it so eerie and definitely concerning to the fact is things have been happening there is the reality of this prison here. It's run by both kingdoms. Let's clarify that much. And the way the prison is, it is not like a regular prison, like it's stone walls, etc. This prison was built upon in the remains where the rib cages of a skeletal dragon remains is the prison. It's inside of a corpse of a dragon.
That's very cool.
And the fact is it's in a deep pit. So the way the prison works is that there's a camp up top that watches over the prisoners below. And so the deep hole itself is the prison, while the skeletal rib cages, etc., and the remains of the dragon are the cells, etc. That because it's so big, that entire rib cage can hold an entire person as a prisoner with a bed and everything. And so, the fact is that this prison has been acting strange, especially since it was, because like, world map wise, I was just going to look over there, because it's between the borders of the two kingdoms, like it's right in between them. So the fact is this is shared kingdom, prison between two kingdoms, and it's strange activity that the ones who are supposed to be running it right now, because the kingdoms take turns rotating who's running the prison.
Uh-huh.
The fact is that something's been happening and the rotation has not happened, because the rotation cycle actually, by this point, it should have rotated by now. But it has not. And the other kingdom is, Galmore is upset, they want to know what's happening, but there's been huge issues that have been happening, and the other kingdom is not talking. So, there's already quite a bit of a tear, and so the reason why it's concerning is because this prison is a big deal, and if it falls apart and the relationship between these two kingdoms tear up, it actually would leave the kingdom of Galmore vulnerable from attacks from the Lich, because the kingdom of Farmore is actually bordering the Grand Lich's territory. And so if that one falls and stuff like that, Galmore may be next. Does that make sense?
Yes.
With that aside, yeah, what do you guys? So do you guys want to begin getting this started up and communicate with the kingdom and taking this quest, or do you want to do a bit of a rest time period to allow your characters to do some holding and all of that? God will note that you do still take this quest though. Also, you did complete finding allies, and Goblin did get to get you your rewards. So you still get the strange Grand Lich sent item, which is a bag of lobster, and you get 1,000 gold for each.
Sorry, a bag of lobster.
No, a bag.
Lobster?
A bag from the Grand Lich again. You know how he gives loot for you guys as well. Don't understand why. So weird about that. And you get 100 gold pieces per ally you gained, which you gained about, for this quest during the time, about 5, which Goblin hasn't brought in all the tokens yet, nor all the people, but there should be more people with a few others that you guys gained. So you get 500 gold for you split up between the party.
4 of them. So that's 500 divided by 4. 125 gold each.
Okay. Yep. And then, yeah, the Grand Lich gave you bonus loot. So, what you do?
Let's hold till next session.
Alright. So, well,
Pixel, you down for that?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
alright, so just remember to note down. You guys have a loot from the Finding Allies bag from the Grand Lich of Loot.
And what's in the bag?
Oh, you want to know what's inside of it, so...
Yeah. I want my spoils, my goodies, my gifts.
Okay, so Goblin's just double checking. You want to do the holding stuff for this session, and also find out the loot from the Grand Lich, and tell next session to do the Infiltration Prison quest, correct?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Now Goblin's gonna have to be a month time skip and all of that to let you guys do some holds, as you also do clarify what holds you want to do for like jobs you do when you're not adventuring. But for that, the loot within the Grand Lich's little sack for the Finding Allies quest is just pieces of paper. 4 of them.
With anything on or blank?
They seem blank.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the
I'd
head
like
pat.
to cast Detect Magic on my piece of paper.
So when you detect magic, you see all of them have magic instantly.
Nice. So what does it say?
Definitely magical.
So you realize as you're detecting magic, it feels a bit weird, and so Goblin will say you're allowed to choose to concentrate and see what you can do with concentrate, which roll a concentration check to concentrate your Detect magic.
What is a concentration check?
It's a skill check.
Skill concentration.
Just her, right? I don't do it.
Just her, not you. Yeah. Yeah, Goblin's gonna let you roll advantage here because you're good at magic. Thank you.
Allegedly.
Okay. You managed to perfectly concentrate enough that you somehow trying to focus on the spells enough, you managed to focus your energy like perfectly quicker than you expected to make like glowy detect magical light that actually made words appear on the paper, and you realize it's a hidden magical text spell that hides a spell like some text in a hidden form that cannot be seen visibly by the naked eye and only can be seen with detect magic. So,
I can see what's on the paper.
yes, on your paper, Iliad, it says the following. 1.
Wait. Okay.
You ready to know?
Yes, I'm gonna start making better notes so I stop having random notes that don't make sense. Go on.
Yeah, so for Iliad, for your note, it says the following. 1. The prince foreign has fallen. His wife forever my pawn. And now you get something of his. And when you complete reading that, which by the way is in any language that you can read, but switches between them just so it's annoying to you.
One sec, just to confirm. My prince foreign has fallen. His wife forever my pawn. Now you get something of his.
Yes.
Yeah?
What's that? And you get goblins choosing here what item to give. You know what? Yep. You get 2 gallons of infusion oil suddenly appear in front of your legs.
How much does 2 gallons weigh?
Well, they appear in front of your feet. And 2 gallons is like a. What type of weight measurement do you guys do for liquid?
I mean, I'm putting it in my equipment, so I need pounds. Technically, we would use, I guess not even a weight liquid, we'd use capacity, so that would be milliliters or liters. But I have a rough understanding of 2 gallons, because we still use our milk like gallons, pints and gallons.
Yeah, let's see here. Uh, 18, about basically put in 17 pounds, basically.
17.
And it just appeared before your feet. Which, by the way, you want to know what infusion oil is.
Absolutely.
So, this goblin will automatically let you succeed because this is arcane magical stuff of the artificer style, and the fact is that this much is given to you is terrifying. So 1. Infusion oil is used by artificers in the world to make their special gear, magical items, but also make dangerous beasts and creatures. Just like remember the oil hydra you guys faced? That oil infusion hydra?
Yes.
That's this stuff. The fact is that you had 2 gallons of it.
Ooh,
Just suddenly
we can
given to
have
you.
our own Hydra?
Well, the fact is that whoever this foreign person is, whoever this foreign is, that lost apparently, you now have his 2 gallons of infusion oil that he just gave you.
Excellent. I'm gonna start my new arc as an artificer.
A sorcerer artificer, that actually sounds terrifying. But that aside, goblins looking here like what did goblin person commit to this? Um, Yeah, no, he's not, but yeah, Goblin will do this one. So, for you, Volk, because Goblin's gonna say, like, Iliad, you're gonna help him go and read the things.
I'll read everyone's sheets, yes.
Okay, cool. You know what? Goblin's double checking. You know what? That would be interesting to give you. Goblin's just gonna double check here.
While you're double checking, is it possible for me to multi-class into Artificer?
Yes, you could, in theory. But Goblin will go over that with you outside of session time because that would be an interesting. Like Goblin wants to make sure it's actually something you can combine with pretty cool with the sorcerer. So Goblin's going to look for like prestige classes, etc. Because like with multi-classing, the best way to do it is to make it so there's a prestige class that you go into at a certain point to make it so you can maximize both classes' potentials. Does that make sense?
Excellent, yeah.
The Goblin will double check to make sure if that can work. But for now, let's see here. Yeah, you know what? Like, what kind of things? Like, what kind of skills do you Volk have again?
So
Oh wait, that actually would be fantastic for Volk. Pixel, do you remember you have alchemy as a craft?
oh, I'm sorry, I've just seen his message saying he's got to run to the bathroom.
When did this happen? He sent
Oh,
it to
just a
you.
minute ago.
Gobble does not
Yeah.
see it. Okay.
No,
Well,
no, he PM'd me.
well, for Volk specifically, Goblin's just gonna like let you know. So Volk has the alchemy skill, which basically means he gets to do alchemist stuff. So for him, when you help him read it, it reads the following: Sandra, a warrior, a crafter, yet failed to stop my plans. A failure of a mercenary. You may have his
Yeah.
alchemist lab. Suddenly, an entire alchemist lab set up disappears. That's worth like 500 gold pieces. So now he has an alchemist lab. Now,
Okay, I've written it down for when he returns.
yeah, Goblin's just double checking here what he has. Yeah,
So this alchemy lab, is this
alchemist lab.
like
It,
a room? Is it going in the guild house? Is it
no, it's not an entire room. It's like an entire lab table set up that can be carried.
excellent? I was thinking I had to go back and remake it.
No, Goblin's not that. No, Goblin's not gonna put you through that. No. But yeah. No, why does he have so little? That makes no sense. Goblin will go with this one then probably. Equipment. Yeah. So for Romania, I do note this because this is important.
Yes, please do it slowly. Romeo. Let me add the context. Loot drop equals note. Go on.
A Killowen failed. Find his tribe. Now Goblin will tell you how to spell Killowen here.
Yes.
Killoren.
A kilogram failed into tribe.
Also known as Tercival. Now part
Policy.
of the Mist. And what Romania gets, the Goblin's still checking. Yeah, Goblin won't give him that. Suddenly, he gets a quiver of 20 strange arrows that seem to be marked that they are from the Lich.
Okay.
Hmm?
So a note that says A Killeran failed to find his tribe, also known as Tercival, now part of the Mist, and a quiver of 20 strange lichy arrows.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but then Goblin's gonna go scroll down here, spread them. Ah, gosh, you know, every single time. Guys, I'm glitching what's happening. Anyway. But for Slav, it is the following, basically. No matter what, this knight was meant to die. He wanted to die from the beginning. Now he finally got his wish. Leo Atamatus bald by my hand.
Hey.
Hello, Pixel.
Hello.
And Slav gets a
Yeah, my
hooded
message.
lantern.
A warrior has yet to stop your plans, and I have a alchemy lap.
An alchemist
You got
lab.
a note saying, Sandra, a warrior, a crafter, yet failed to stop my plans. You may have his alchemy lab, and you got a little alchemy table.
Yeah,
So
basically.
I have a table and a warrior crafter.
The note, basically, the Grand Lich's given us stuff from other people.
That
I
have
got
fallen
fusion oil
by his
and all
hand.
that stuff. Yeah, people he killed, he's nabbed stuff off them and he's given it to us. So because you alchemy as well, right?
Yeah.
You got a nice alchemy setup.
Yep.
I think I have alchemy. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you do. You have it as a craft. So this will actually help you a lot with alchemy stuff if you so choose.
There you
Yeah,
go.
making us health potions for. Jeez, he's such a slap.
Oh, alchemy doesn't work like that. That's brew potions. That's a completely separate thing, actually.
That's
Yeah.
bullflip.
Well,
Alright, do something. Contribute something, Dragon Boy.
How would you go kiss a woman?
I would if I could.
why are you gay?
Okay.
Was that funny or was that stupid? That one has no idea. Anyway.
It's the perfect balance of both, don't you worry.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So perfectly funny stupid. As all things should
Stupidly
be.
funny. Yeah.
Anyway. That aside, so yeah. The Grand Lich gave you these items, and Goblin will say you guys put together that this is probably by the Grand Lich's behavior and stuff like that. This is probably an adventuring party that broke it down and fallen apart and had failed to stop any plans of his, and you realize that they probably gave you the salute of the fallen members to represent, basically trying to intimidate you.
Couldn't be us. We don't fail.
But Goblin will say, you know what, because it would be entertaining, you guys do find evidence that some of the words, it seems like if you put the notes together, it can give you, it seems like there's a huge hidden word that can be seen with detect magic, but it needs all 4 papers put together.
Alright, gather round, papers. Gather round, gather round.
Gather papers around?
Yeah, give me all 4 papers.
Why?
Because he just said he's got a hidden message.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got scales for brain?
No. Do you have hair for brain?
No, I have brains for brains.
No. Here you go.
So,
Yeah, my desire to acid splash fork.
denied. Anyway,
Can I acid breath?
no,
Leona?
denied.
DM, I have desires to.
DM, I have feelings too.
Please! Let Goblin just read off. So when you put the notes together, because this is pretty entertaining, it says the Grand Lich is like, just like you, they have some luck. These 3 are lucky, but I'll finish what I started just like I will with you, if I ever find them again. Dark cut, Jude and Felia escaped.
Ooh, people escaped. That sounds like extra allies. Hmm?
Yes. And when you put these and read these words together, you suddenly get picture images floating of these people. Leah seems to be a little pixie girl. Oh, and floating around as she's covered in scars and looks like she has been through some very disturbing things. Then floating up next picture, Jude, is a picture of a goblin swinging up, a human that seems to be morphing, like his body's changing. And it seems like he's armed like a rogue in a way. And it seems like he does not follow rules well, but it seems like he does not have any intentions of working with that Grand Lich. And then the Dart. It seems to be he's an Alcatraz. God cannot pronounce the name of the race. Ocras. Can either of you pronounce that? A Goblin can.
Can you write it down so I can have a go at pronouncing it?
Yeah, sure. Goblin can put it in the roll 20. There you go. That's how it's spelled.
Arakaras.
Right, Chris?
Eric Cockra. It's Arakakra. Right, Goblin. Yeah, you guys get it.
Look, you don't have a chance. Stay in that corner, loser.
But anyway, a bird-like creature that looks like an Arakakra, that looks like to be a pirate of sorts, is now flying in the sky, but wounded and injured. It seems like these people are on the run from the Grand Lich. Surviving.
Ooh.
Hmm. But that aside, yeah. Let's do your holdings very quickly because Goblin has a job shift coming up.
Vought can't hold anything. He's in the corner. Hehehe.
Well, doing a time skip and all that's going to be a month and all that for your holdings. So now Goblin's going to set your holdings
Live
here.
in the corner for a month.
No, that's not what's happening.
Therapist touches you.
What?
You're both grounded. Anyway.
What?
So Goblin wants you to make it so what kind of holding do you want? So choose from your profession, craft, or performance. Choose the type of hold you have, although it would have to make sense for what kind of job basically you're doing during this time. So Goblin will go ahead and check here. So Slav would probably do. Yeah, you know what? His job is basically local hunter. So basically, his holding's a hunter. So, which one are you choosing? Your
Maybe
craft?
archaeologist.
Yep, so archaeology. So that one's interesting as a holding. So Goblin will roll with different percentages odds of what condition it is in for your first month, and then Goblin along. So Goblin wants you to roll that profession and job up, and just Goblin will roll percentages, just for factoids of random luck, to see what position your holding is at and condition, and what Goblin will then tell you the income goal to get from it depending on the job, passively. And then condition. Gosh, I never. State. And Goblin's going to just put in stay for the word. So please roll your jobs and professions and all that. And Goblin roll percentage for each one. So Goblin's going to do slab first as an example. Just know what condition Slab's job is as a hunter. So profession. Hunter. Percentage was Okay, that's dang. It started off with that's not bad, dang. So level of holding condition that's dang, that's pretty lucky. Mm, and logically speaking, yeah, it wouldn't be that high either way. All right. So Goblin will tell you now the condition of the hold and all that Slav has, just so you can know and compare. So Slav as a hunter would basically it's a lower income type of job, so it doesn't even do much, but it's easier to maintain than others. That's because it just goes out and hunts and gathers food for people and sells it off. And because of that, and with the roles that Goblin did, with 100% for luck factor alongside a pretty good profession role, he got a good condition for his hold income, and so he gets passive 25 gold for this month. Does that make sense? He's giving very high quality meat. So now for Volk, since carpenter is like building stuff and handling that kind of thing is actually a well-paying job in this world, hold, and stuff like that, and you're handling it as you're traveling. Goblin's gonna roll percentage here. Okay, so yours, it's easier for you to have good condition because of things, so Goblin's gonna... Are you alright if Goblin puts the information to hold where your thing is, of where your hold condition is, in your bio and info?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, hold is Carpenter, and the state of it is good because you're a roll. Now you can increase it to get better and all that and get employees, etc. for it. And gold per month is for Carpenter. Yes, and since you maintained it pretty well, since it's your first month doing this, you get paid pretty well. But it's a bit more riskier for you because if you do a poor job, you can lose money. So you get 24 or 45 gold per month for you, Bulk. So add another 45 gold for this month. And then Iliad, the Goblin's going to do the same for you. So Goblin's going to roll some luck factor for you as an archaeologist, which is way more rare of a job. 71. That means the max you guys can get really because probability things and stuff like that. The max you can get right now for the first start off is only good, etc. So you guys managed to each get pretty lucky with goblins luck rolls, and so now you get fairly good pay for your states of archaeology and how they're doing. So gold per month. But as Goblin said, with probability and your own personal rolls, if you do poorly, it's easier for yours to fall apart the harder they are. So you can have your jobs fall apart.
Excellent.
Like yours is the one that could fall apart the most likely, Iliad. But well, Volk personally, yours is like in the middle ground. Slap has it the easiest. But yeah, now you're free to roleplay and interact for a little bit if you want. For a little bit before Goblin has to go and get ready for Goblin's job. But yeah, that's the holding session, and a month passes on, and you're about to go and infiltrate the prison. But roleplay for a bit, go and interact, go and socialize. Goblin's going to randomly place people in places for roleplay purposes. So give Goblin a sec here as Goblin chooses locations. Oh gosh, now it's happening again. So it's just there's been a glitch happening with Roll20 for Goblin as of late. It makes it seem like it's just weird, and it doesn't happen on the stream end either. Dang.
Uh,
But yeah, feel free to do as you want.
Who do I want to befriend? Oh, Willio!
It's well up.
Oh, Willio!
Goblin hasn't even got a chance to play, so yeah, give Goblin a second.
She abandoned my heart and left it shattered in the front lobby.
Damn.
Okay, what is happening? Things are glitching for Goblin. Goblin doesn't know. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Goblin's having a bit of a glitchy session today. And Goblin's trying to remember where people would go. What makes most logical sense for some characters. Where did Goblin... Okay, there he is. And you know what? He would be out here training. She would be at the desk still because she's super busy since she's new. Maybe place like this. Goblin's just moving things around so things look nice a bit. So, who would go with it? Would she probably be up here? Doing a rotation of things. He would, so he would. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. Is there anyone in particular HVO wanting to interact with? As Goblin asked.
Actually, I was wondering if I could pull out Kuroniko and get to know him.
Who's that?
Ooh, you
My
bond.
summon.
You bond. Yeah, bonded
Ye, my
contract.
bond.
James Bond.
Ye.
You know what? Sure, that is absolutely allowed. You are free to do so. Which Goblin will bring the little guy out? Or the dude here? Or technically you're two mixed person. So, wherever you're at, if you're in the kitchen, yeah, but Goblin will have this ghost go. You know, just mess around in the bathroom. She's messing around in the bathroom. Alright, now you're free to. Oh gosh dang, nah, but again with the stupid. Ah. Okay, there you go. He's out. He's guarding the front gate. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. But yeah, he's out now, and he's like, And he had two, because they're two people, technically speaking, they're two separate people, but they share the same body and all that, so they do speak separately at times, but they do speak together in harmony quite a bit now. They're still getting used to it, but, or at least the cat one is. And they're like, what do you need us for, Iliad?
I wanted to offer you guys some food.
Why?
Because we're friends, right? We're going to be working together. I feel like it makes sense for us to, get on well, and I want to give you guys a nice treat.
So they carefully look at the food, a bit concerned and confused, but lightly bite into it, etc. Still not fully sure how to feel about it, but are not complaining.
I made an entirely vegetarian fish dinner. It's got fake fish, so it won't offend your nature sensibilities, but it's got fish, so it approves of your cat sensibilities. Did I do good? Did I? Did I? Did I? Did I? Did I? Did I? Did I?
The guy looks confused at you before he's like, you know nature in general, we don't care about this. Like, there is a balance to it, yes. It's the overindulgence that we do not like. It's not the idea of, oh my goodness, eating meat's bad. No, that's stupid beyond belief. Whoever thinks like that is just someone that shoves their own ideologies into the idea of nature loving. There's a balance, yes. But I do not overindulge. I only eat what is required of me.
My bottom lip starts to wobble slightly as tears start springing up in my eyes. I look disappointed and I say, "Oh, so you don't like it?"
And he just pats your head lightly and rubs it. That is not what I said. I appreciate the thought. I am just clarifying details to you. Which is mainly a nature voice speaking, and the shadow one is just being silent.
Yeah, you like it. You really like it.
He just gives you the frisk face.
Absolutely. I accept that. Bon appetit. Dig in. I can make more. You want more? More food?
And he's like, you know what? For amusement purposes, I'll be cooking a chicken, thank you. And he fully just digs in and makes a chicken sandwich. And gives you some as well. And it's fully chicken meat.
Chicken sandwich. It's amazing. Thank you so much. You're such a good cook.
Goblin didn't get a chance to describe it, but okay. Hey, so it's a
I don't care. They could literally be an empty plate. I am on the warpath to befriend this person.
He just chuckles and laughs, and it's just like, you're childish like mine, and it's just me. And he just pats his head as you enjoy interacting with him. Now, Volk, who do you interact with?
I am just at the bar, just observing this interaction because they came in after I did.
You know what? This
You
will
want
be
us to come
funny.
say hi? You're feeling lonely at the bar? That's so sad. Oh.
No, I'm here just enjoying myself.
Master
Yeah, you make a warm
Volk,
friend.
I am DC 1-3. He 2 free. He at your service, sir.
Where'd you come from?
I am a droideka that was rebuilt by David, or no, by Ben the Human, and who is your artificer. He has programmed me to serve you alongside Iliad and Romania and Slav. Is there anything you need?
I don't need anything, but I overheard Ileana calling for you, wishing you to help her out with making food for her Catboy thing.
Scanning. Practical food cooking options. Plenty of choices. And suddenly, the droideka just suddenly has multiple arms appear as he starts mastering just hashing together different cooking ingredients and items and combinations of things of your food supply you guys have. And suddenly made a dish that looks like it was made by an angel with a floating halo somehow.
Hmm. Yeah, no, feed it to him.
He quickly
Feed it to us.
he cuts up pieces and gives a slice to everyone within the place, like speedy fast, and so everyone in the house now has a slice of a special, like, seems like a turkey that has an angel halo dripping down on it, making this like mustard, like a gravy like stuff flowing from a halo flow down on it, with some carrots and tomatoes wrapped around it, like it's like a uh, heavenly item, and everyone's been given a piece.
Can I approach Fok? Fok, can I have a word with you? Just a little quiet word.
Yeah, what's up?
Over here. Come on. Come.
Yeah?
How flipping dare you? Are you trying to make me look bad in front of my bonded contract guy?
It sounds kind of like a skill issue that you can't make halo dripping like turkey fish thing.
Oh, you want to talk about skill issue? Go back to the bar, you little alcoholic dragon. You're the reason all your friends are dead.
No. They died before me.
That sounds like a skill issue. The mist got the wrong person.
Who the hell's the Misk?
The mist.
The mist.
Who's
You
the
already
mist?
told me about the mist that killed all your friends.
The mist killed my friends?
The monks.
Do you remember your backstory?
No.
But
Anyways,
Pixel.
that's a skill issue on you. I am going to go meditate.
Yeah, by the way, just as this is happening, the Droidica is just happily talking with the Bonded. Bonded. Seems like they're getting along.
I look at them sadly and then turn around and chat to the artificer and the princess. They're not wanted.
Your Bonded just speaks to your mind. It's like, I can hear your thoughts, right? And I do want to get to know you. But you're acting ridiculous, because there's more than just you in the world. I'm allowed to get to know
No,
other
there's
people.
not. There's
That's
not
a-
more than me. We're supposed to have a special bond, and you're making friends without me.
It's like possessive much? And he just goes and pats your head as the Droidica just goes and does his job or whatever. I believe he's just like confused. He's just doing his job. Anyway, Bulk. So as you head up to Medicate, you see Death Knight lady. She is keeping away from the plants mainly because, well, she's Death Knight and she doesn't really touch any of them, but she does look on at the nature around and seems she's pretty much at peace.
Okay.
Just roll some stuff for your meditation if you want to roll for your meditation. The Goblin's just going to give a little lore interaction thing, just for entertainment purposes for you guys. So Slav is interacting, holding his daughter that he's now getting used to, who's probably just a few years old, but very much still baby-like, and is just smiling, laughing, and just being a baby. What else the Goblin supposed to say? Anyway, Wello was just like, Master Slav, Boss Slav, is there any concerns that you have that you wanted to meet with me about? Not much. I just assumed it would be good for us to interact at this point of time. I'm, I have been mainly traveling with the others to help them out, etc., out of arrangements. Things have been getting a bit more chaotic and a bit more dangerous out in the field. And I'm not sure what to do in this situation. So I'm debating on some stuff of whether or not I should take a break to watch over the place, especially now having a daughter of my own to worry about, while maybe asking you to head on out with the others to keep them safe. Well, that's a huge honor, but I'm not sure if I'm fit to do that. You basically are like part of the main party, and it would, yeah, they see me as such, but it's a bit more complicated than that. They love hanging out with me, and they do, although they fight like children, do care for one another. And I do not know what to do with a child of my own now to worry about. Oh, especially with, it seems like she does not interact well with most of the people here thus far. As the baby, for the first month or so, has always been crying for the most part, unless it's with other children, like the noble princess holding her, cries like no end if no one else but Slav is holding her. So the reality is, I don't know what state of mind the child is in or why she is so attached. I've only had her for a little bit. But it's made things difficult to handle stuff, although we've been taking a break from the travel adventures. It has made things harder to decide of what to do exactly. Especially since if we return the princess to her home and she becomes the new royal who runs things, especially if we are going to overthrow the kingdom that she is from, it would add some big complications to how things would be run. So I am not sure what the course of action would be. By having you be there, it would put my mind at ease knowing that my friends are safe. Anyways, any roleplay that you two want to do, or anything like that?
Hmm. Uh, Ileana?
What were your roles for?
No?
Huh?
Oh, right, Goblin forgot. Alright. Why'd you do jump?
I mean, you told me to do random rolls, and then it's like, and then Ileana called me blind, so I wanted to end it all.
Alright. Okay. So, you know what? This actually could be interesting. So you don't notice things when it comes to the area, but your connection to your monk ways alongside understanding of arcane knowledge, as you concentrate on things, you're suddenly able to feel the air like you could touch it. And you step on air, and now you are able to walk on air for a split second before you realize what's happening and fall to the ground.
Hmm. So I'm fine. I'm back. I'm still in the thing. I just felt like I could feel the air.
Yeah. Make Actually, no. You hear the voice suddenly in your head of your bonded familiar or bonded contract, and she's like, Master, did you try to access my energy to walk on the air? Is there a reason you needed to?
Uh, no, it's just I was just meditating.
Very good. If you so desire, it may be best for you to interact with the Death Knight lady in the future, but she seems to enjoy meditation as well. Well, although there's a bit on her mind, and she does desire to know you. Seriously, like the lady he's been trying to get to know you all month. Make some time for her for crying out loud.
No, I'm much prefer just sticking to my own at the moment.
That will not help you in the long run, you know.
Why?
Befriend the flipping Death Knight, please.
Why?
You are trying to drown away with your meditation, and it's not been working for you with your issues. And I fear if you go an alternative route, you may lose sense of yourself, Alpha, my bonded ally, my friend. So please, use interact with the others. They do want to get you know more sincerely. They want to hear your voice, even if you don't speak often. They appreciate your thoughts.
Well, she wasn't a choice of mine. This is when I was, believe this is whenever those like imps or wisps things. So that is a misunderstanding on her part. She should have known.
No, she knew. That's one
Well, then
thing.
that is maybe it's Ileana's fault.
How's it my fault?
You
Really, any
can't
other
even.
woman is.
You're not part of this. You're not part of this. And she's like, "Hmm, the reality is, Bulk. Although it's not your choice, but there's a special ability that some Death Knights have, especially if it's a Goliath Death Knight. They are known with a special skill that, with a certain type of touch, depending on what it is, it's different for every single one. Some is physical contact, some is emotional connection. It is very different for some. But for her, when she got in contact with you, she felt the soul of who you are as a person. And that is what attracted her. She wants to know you for who you are.
Well, if
Well,
she sensed the kind of person I am, why can't she sense the fact that she can just be on her own?
You're so mean.
she
I'm just
understands.
running my own stuff.
She understands the intention of your hearts and the reason why you put up your barriers. But she is going to be patient. But I'm not, since I'm your bonded ally and hear your thoughts, so please. Can you stinkingly just get to know people? People want to know you. So why do you hide
I only
it?
know one woman, and that is Ileana, and that is enough. Oh, and you, of course. You are much more useful than her.
Achoo. You know what's crazy? I feel like I'm being spoken about. I'm just gonna, explore.
Yeah, so Gold's gonna end the session there, and you guys are heading to the prison as your base flies there. And Iliad, you do get up to there, and you realize you can just sense that something's happening here. And no, Iliad, no, that's the next session. We'll end the session here. No, nope. Ending session. No.
Just dragging me away with DM power.
No. Anyway, that's the end of the session. How do you guys feel about this session today?
That was fun.
Yeah.
I
Very.
really enjoyed it. It was nice to have a very slow, chill kind of.
Goblin just wants to double check. Goblin just will. How do you guys feel about the introduction of Mike, the Archangel of Energy?
Mike?
I feel like my heart can't
Yeah,
take
same.
many more hot characters.
Too many characters. It's all huge. Sorry. It's a big planet, for crying out loud. It's bigger than Earth. Not the size of. Like, how big is it? It's big. Okay? Very big. But, yeah. Thank you guys for playing. Goblin's gonna hop off, and take care of you too. Alright?
Thank you. Good luck at work.
Good.
Alright. Thank you everyone for watching. Goblin hopes you enjoyed the session. And thank you, Nancy Leia DT, for following. That was actually very much thank you. Thank you for all the head pats. Polish Bone. That was a lot of head pats Goblin had to do mid-session. And, yeah, let's see. Oh! Yeah, this is Goblin's model. Oh, you just came back from work? That's very nice. But Goblin does have a job shift coming up. And Goblin will download this session so you guys can go and rewatch it. And Goblin's new model, of course, on YouTube. So you can go and see everything that happened for this session. This is the 14th session, the Child of Hope. Slav now has a child. That's a whole thing. And a lot of stuff happened, but thank you all for watching. This has been a very, very enjoyable session. Goblin's just going to do the Goblin Raid message, and Goblin has no subscribers, so there's no reason. So, Goblin Raid. Do enjoy whoever Goblin raids and have a wonderful time watching them. Goblin, for now, needs to go and raid out for today and get to Goblin's job shift that's coming up soon. Thankfully, it's only not that long of a shift. It's not going to be that long. Ooh! You know what? Goblin has been enjoying seeing YouTubers that have been doing like these cleaning games or games where they clean like for like that pool stuff, those games, stuff kind of like that. This one's an interesting VTuber that Goblin's found interesting, so Goblin will just rate her because why not? And if you guys enjoy it, have fun with her thing then. Goblin's starting to raid now. And thank you all for watching as usual. Bye, Polish and everyone. Have a good night. Or day. Whatever time it is.